Awesome. Uh, Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live Action Roleplay. I'm Patrick Watson, and today I'm going to be GMing the Very Good Dogs of Chernobyl, a game about telepathic dogs fighting the eldritch horrors that come out of the melted down Chernobyl reaction in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. It is a game of cosmic horror and good, good buddy-edge, where you will woof our way through. I'm actually one of the writers of the game, and I will pass it off for introductions to Clara.
Oh, I was not prepared. Hello, I'm Clara. I am really excited to play this game as a connoisseur of games in which I can play small creatures, usually woodland creatures, but I am hoping I can play a corgi today, because let's be honest, that is just me in dog form. Yeah.
I never object to fun. Clara, do you want to pick the next person to pass off?
Oh, heck yeah. I pick on Devin.
Hey folks, I'm Devin, and as a certified coward myself, I'm excited to get into this horror adventure in canine form. So I'm excited to get out there and go on this little journey. And I'll pass it over to Finn.
Hi, I'm Finn Pierson. I'm an illustrator and TTRPG content creator. I have been on Ryan's show many times. So hi, I'm super excited for this game. Very excited. I love horror and I love dogs. So yeah.
Before we came on, I just want to say to everyone that we had a discussion because the core question about when you have a game about horror and dogs that you always have to ask before you get started is, will dogs die? And I'm happy to report that it is possible for dogs to die today, but it is not likely for dogs to die today. So usually the dogs will have a great time. But there will be risks and danger and adventure and scary stuff. But it will not be like super scary horror. This is not a a Cronenberg dog movie that we're playing through. This is more like maybe a Chris Nolan sort of weird psychological dog movie that we're playing through. So to get started, the first thing, the most important thing, the thing that defines a group of dogs, we're going to be playing in the Very Good Dogs of Chernobyl game written in the polymorph system, which has been, you've probably seen this channel before with games like Mazes or Excellence or Business Wizards, with some adaptations for being a telepathic dog. So we talked a little bit about character creation before the session, but we're going to do it right now. The most important thing in coming up with your dog is, what is your pack like? How do you guys get along? Do you talk everything through? Do you have a big, strong leader? Do you like to go on adventures together? What are some of the things? Tell me about what you do as a group, because the dog's identity is mostly defined in relationship to that social pack that they find themselves in. So I'm just going to hand it over to you guys. You guys just manage yourself and let me know when you're ready to move on with character creation.
Okay.
Maybe hand it to Finn first. Yeah.
Devin, you go.
Devin.
Oh, okay, all right.
You.
Okay, so here's the thing that we know. We know already that our dogs vote. Our dogs vote vigorously and aggressively on all topics. I feel like they vote more often than they like argue or defer. So even though we're all in about getting everyone's opinion, we probably group together very often.
I love that. I love that we're just like, we vote for everything because we're being as equal as possible. Mm-hmm. So the majority will make the decision, and there are three of us, and that's so one of us can always be a tiebreaker.
Finn, how often do these votes result in? How often are the votes unanimous, and how often is it important that there is that tiebreaker?
So I would say, going by the kind of dog that I am wanting to portray, making sure we have each other's backs in a vote is very important, at least to me. Because when I'm with my fellow dogs, I want to make sure that we each are on the same page. We know what we're doing, and we all are voting. Even if your vote didn't get counted or we went with the other way, we still have a compromise to where we all feel good. with a decision.
So there's a lot of consensus building. And so usually the vote is more of a formality than like a, dead to rights. This is, how we resolve disputes. It's more like we all build it up together. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So Devin, leading question, what do other dogs from other packs call your pack? How do they talk about it?
The first word that comes to my brain is the scoundrels. So they call us scoundrels.
Awesome. Other dogs think is scoundrels. But Clara, what do you think of yourselves as? What do you guys call your pack?
We are like Robin Hood dogs. Like we help, we steal from people who would take advantage of other packs who think that they're tough shit. We know that we speak for the little guys. So sometimes, we're here to help. And the people we get to decide who the bullies are, which is why some people might call us scoundrels.
Okay, so far what I'm hearing is that this pack, which I'm going to nickname the Scoundrels, sounds a lot like either a kind of a committee, like you talk things out, and you vote on everything. You're like a political committee, like in the kind of old Soviet work committee or something like that, like a union voting organization. But there's a little bit of like shenanigans going on in there. So you might also be a little bit like an adventuring party, like treasure hunters or something like that. Which one of those two appeals to you, feels more true to the way that the pack is conducted? And I think you guys should vote on this.
Hell yeah.
For me, I like the union. I think that's kind of fun. So my vote would be union.
I'm always gonna go with a union.
Yeah, I love union, knowing that like the consensus is the only way we're gonna get anything done. I love that.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna call you guys a committee. The Scoundrels are a committee.
Yes.
Or let's call this the Scoundrel Committee.
Yes.
As the name of your pack. What it means to be a committee, and this is I think to introduce some of the aspects of the polymorph system. Polymorph, instead of having a traditional class, your archetype of your character is the die that you choose to roll. So for a committee, that means you're going to be rolling a d4. That's the smallest of the dice that are used. And that means you can generate numbers 1 through 4. The highest number on the d4 is a 4. Whenever you roll the highest number, that's kind of like a crit. In this case, that will mean that you succeed on what you're trying to do when you roll that highest number. When you roll the lowest number, that's the 1 on the case of literally every die ever. What you will have is something dangerous will happen, right? The amount of danger will depend on kind of what the circumstances are in the adventure. The other two numbers, the 2 and the 3, will match specific moves. And I think in our overlay today, we actually have a table up that shows what specific numbers you have to roll to succeed at something. So because you guys are a committee, when you work together, you'll roll this d4 along with any of your dice that go with your individual dog. And if you get that crit, you'll succeed. If you get that lowest number, you'll have some danger. And if you get something in the middle, you'll succeed depending on what move you are trying to attempt. That's the basic nuts and bolts rules of polymorph. It is not much more complex than that. Okay, so we know the Scoundrel Committee is a committee. We know they roll a d4. They vote vigorously. They try to build consensus. They love to work together. They sometimes argue, but it's always to try to be nicer and more inclusive for everybody. So let's find out about the individual dogs in this committee. So I ask everyone to kind of imagine a dog before they came. So let's start with Finn. Finn, tell us about what dog you imagine as a member of this Scoundrel Committee.
So I imagine I'm going to be playing a German Shepherd. Very excited. This German Shepherd is very 80s action hero, very Rambo. He wears like a headband, just like Rambo, and then has he found in the trash these dog tags, military dog tags that he just wears. So yeah, he's very Rambo, very Top Gun. Yeah, so that's the dog I'm gonna be playing.
Excellent. Do you have a name in your pocket?
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
So I'm gonna be Sarge, and I call every dog Soldier. So it doesn't matter what dog they are; they're all Soldier.
Okay, I love this dog a lot. All right, Sarge. Well said. Let's before I ask you more questions about that established character, let's find out about the other two dogs that we have, and then we'll come back and fill in these fine details. So Clara, why don't you go next? Tell me about this dog you imagine.
I decided I'm gonna play a corgi. Let's be honest. Definitely like a little like if we're doing D&D classes, a little rogue kind of corgi. Definitely very good at getting into spaces that they are not like that are abnormally small for, especially for someone being paired with like a German Shepherd. This is my corgi is very much like sneaky and also like has big equal, like again they I want them to very much be like, we're helping people somehow. I couldn't think of any cute dog outfits, so we're just going with au natural corgi.
Tell me a little bit about this helping people. Do you mean people or do you mean dogs?
I mean
do you
dogs.
mean both?
Dog kind. I mean everyone. We're here. We're here to help. We don't have a good framework for what help means.
Would you help a cat?
Oh no. We should. That seems correct. But also the cats are kind of mean. So maybe not.
Okay, I'm filling in some details. Do you have a name?
I have not. That's the hardest thing you could ever ask
Name's
me.
always hard.
Yeah. My heart says Muffin, which is a weird name.
Not a weird name. There will be an explanation. So perhaps there's an explanation for why your dog is called Muffin that we'll get to when we fill in those character details in a second.
Yeah.
All right, Devin.
Okay, I'm playing a border collie, which is they're I don't know a ton about dogs, but I know border collies are a breed of dog that's very energetic and like needs an outlet for that energy. And I think that my dog does not have great outlets for that, a lot of energy. My dog has a bandana that he wears, he's very proud of. I think he puts a lot of his personality into that bandana. My dog is an athlete. He knows that he's an athlete. Not sure he knows what that means, but he does know that he is an athlete. That's very important to him.
I know some people like that. Devin, do you have a name?
Yeah, I'm going with Caliban.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What a good dog. Okay, so let's fill in a few more details about all of these dogs. Hey, let's just go around dog pronouns. So let's start with Sarge.
He, him.
He, him.
Yeah.
Muffin.
Sorry, I don't know that I can be. We're going with Muffin. Ryan just messaged it. They, them.
They, them. And Caliban.
He, him.
Yeah. Okay, great. So now, next up, this is, tell me about your birthday. So there are three important distinctions for dogs who are born in the zone. There was, of course, when the reactor went off, which we all refer to as the event. That marks this break in reality between the sort of normal world for dogs that we expect, where a lot of dogs were, pets or working dogs. Maybe you went hunting with your owner. Maybe you were you herding animals or something like that. A farm dog, a pet in somebody's handbag. And then all of a sudden the world changed dramatically. All the humans were evacuated, and now you were abandoned somewhere in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, and your life begins. Dogs of this type who were born before the event, we usually call wise dogs or elder dogs. And they know a lot about the human world, much more than other dogs, because they experience some of it. They tend to be a little bit older. They tend to be a little bit more hardened. Maybe they limp a little, but they're at an advantage whenever they encounter human things because they have more experience with them. The next type of dog are the dogs who are born after the event, and they have lived essentially as a wild animal their entire life. We call them wild dogs. They tend to be young, robust, wolfy, good at hunting, good at running, good at surviving in the wilderness. They're advantaged in all sort of natural spaces. And lastly, we have the third dogs who are born in the year of the event. And those dogs have been touched by some of the strange stuff that came out of the reactor. We call those dogs weird, and they have a special sight when they interact with things that are directly related to the weirdnesses of the world, to the eldritch strangeness that comes out of the reactor. Then the weird dogs tend to be at an advantage and more experience. So before, during, or after? Let's start with Devin this time.
So it sounds like the wild dog is best fit for Caliban.
Excellent. How about you, Finn?
Ooh, can I have Muffin go?
How about you, Muffin?
I was gonna kind of use the one that Finn didn't use. I think I'm gonna go with during.
Okay.
Weird dog.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna be a weird dog. I'm already a weird dog.
I'm gonna go because I did research on the game. The event happened in the 80s, right?
That's right.
So
And the game takes place sort of in the early 90s.
in the early
So
90s.
it's like it's been a few years, but you're not like a decrepit old dog unless you're
Yeah.
like you decide to be. You're like a just a little bit adult, mature dog.
I think with Sarge, I'm gonna go with like before, like an elder, and go with more of like a military, like seen some shit dog, who like had a family and like is waiting for his family to come back, but has the tough guy persona. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
I'm so glad you chose this, and I'm so glad Sarge is the one from before. When we kick off this adventure, you'll all see why. Okay, so the last thing that we need to do for character creation, this is literally kind of wraps this up, is you need to each pick your die. So just like we did with the pack, there are 4 dice here. These dice are good at different things. And this is kind of your vibe, your class, your archetype. Whenever you roll dice in the game, I'll just say, hey, give me a roll, right? And what that means is you'll roll this die. You'll only roll this die, and you'll always roll this die. The one exception is when you're working together, we'll have someone roll a pack die, right, to do that. So this is like the most fundamental part of your character. The D4, this is the dog that we call the elder dog. This is the dog who is, they are smart. They are cagey. They have sharp senses. They are the dog that uses their wits to survive in the world. The D6 we call the courser. This is the dog who is athletic and running and jumping and bouncing and running and catching frisbees and zipping around all the time. Who's really athletic and swings. If this was a person, they would swing from they would be the one swinging from the chandelier. The D8. This is the hunter. This is the dog who is the most dangerous. The most, if there is a fight, this is the dog who will be the one who walks away from the fight. This is the one who is able to survive conflicts, to bite and scratch and get their way out of things. And lastly, the D10. This is the big, tough, brave, dumb dog. This is the dog who can stand up, who, when everyone else has fled, they will be when everyone else is barking, they will still be there. They are the bravest of the dogs. So it doesn't, and in immortal words, the size of the die does not necessarily correlate with the size of the dog. After all, it is not the size of the dog in the fight. It is the size of the fight in the dog. So it's best to spread out. Which one of these dice is most appealing to you? I think I haven't heard from Muffin in a while. So Muffin, why don't you kick us off?
I promise I'll stop giggling at that name in a bit. I sabotaged myself. D6 you said is sort of like not the most athletic, but like fairly skilled.
You would be the rogue, and the D6 is kind of the rogue. When you make your best rolls are running rolls, so you tend to be good at that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they're any. I think they feel like a D10, but they are a D6. They want to.
All right.
Dog complex.
I've made the Don Quixote of dogs.
All right, so put you down for D6. Let's check in with Sarge. What are you feeling, Sarge?
So going for more of like a 80s action military dog, I think I want to go D10. And
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna go D10 just because I'm setting him up to be the tank of the group and to just keep going.
Reasonable.
Yeah, so I think I'll go D10.
Excellent. And Caliban?
I'll go with the 8.
I love it.
And I don't know. It kind of seems like I'm the wildest dog and the dog that maybe goes a little like more vicious than you would expect from a dog. Maybe goes a little too far in those sorts of scenarios.
What I love about this team is that you have you've covered every role. Each individually, we have a 6, an 8, and a 10. But then collectively, when you work together, then you're smart. Individually, not so much. Individually, not so perceptive. But working together, you can really kind of pull together and survive with the wisdom of the crowd. So I really love that. I really love that setup. Okay, great. That is all I need to know. What you need to do now is just grab 3 dice of that type. Put 2 of them kind of right next to you. Those are the ones that you'll use to roll. You can of course re-roll. It's fine. If you don't have all 3 handy, but put a couple of them near you. Those are the ones you'll roll when you're doing actions. Take one of them and set it on the number 1, and set that off kind of to the side. That is your danger die. When dangerous things happen, we'll work with that one. For now, don't worry about it. What could go wrong?
Looking for dice that won't betray me.
Let us know if you find any.
I've been playing a lot of games that require D6s, and I have hundreds of D6s. None of them roll above a 2. That would be insane.
Well, fortunately, that will not harm you here, because in polymorph, rolling higher isn't better. When you roll, you're looking for specific target numbers. And so just roll, tell me what number comes up on the die, and we'll resolve it that way. Even if it's low, well, you'll succeed at a lot of low number rolling requiring stuff. Okay, the Scoundrel Committee has, I always like to kick these off sort of in medias res. And so it is the early days of autumn. The wind has just begun to bite. Sarge, your commanding officer, Sasha Babinski, better known by her nickname, the Iron Nose of the Forest, has been scouting the southern edge of the Red Forest along the banks of the Pripyat River, and she thinks she's found a place where you can all hole up for the winter. Having followed her to the clearing, you find a clearing of healthy pine trees. This is clearly not an area that has been impacted by radiation. Sasha has run ahead and found the sandy burrow that she had scouted before. As you enter this clearing, the water bubbles, bees buzz, wind blows in the trees, beautiful poplars, some pine trees. The grass of autumn is just starting to go yellowish. And you see Sasha disappearing into this sandy bank where there seems to be a hole maybe a meter across. You can't really see the back of it. She disappears into it, and then you hear her barking from within. Not a scared bark or anything like that, just like a come follow me. And here we are. Let's begin. So, what do you guys want to do? How are you feeling?
Too open of a prompt. Oh no. I guess we're holding up here for the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to explore. What's the little hole that she found? I want to go look at that.
All right.
For sure.
It's about a meter across. It looks like maybe otters lived here at some point or something like that. It's near the water. It's in a sandy bank, but you can see kind of there's earth inside. It's not like a big cavernous cave or anything like that, but it looks like it's out of the wind and rain. It has a sandy bottom. It looks nice. Like it doesn't look. If you want to give me a census roll, so just roll your d6.
A 3.
A 3 is a success on senses. Senses roll succeeds on 2 and 3. It smells fine too. You can smell Sasha's scent going into the cave. It smells sandy, earthy. Maybe some worms in there. You smell the grass, the river. There, nothing untoward. You don't smell anything. You are a weird dog, right? And so you don't smell anything bad.
Excellent. I call the doggy equivalent of top bunk as I like dig around in the space.
Awesome. Caliban, Sarge, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go talk to Sasha.
She has disappeared into this den. Are you going to go in after Muffin and Sasha?
Yeah, I'll wait for Muffin and Caliban to get there, and then I would say, do you want to go find out what Sasha was barking at?
Yeah, I mean, I can look out here and just like make sure the river doesn't start moving again.
Yeah, why don't you go do that?
Okay.
Muffin, what do you get into?
Oh, I'm already here.
Oh, that was fast.
Listen, it's very cool down here. Like literally, it's out of the sun, so it's nice.
Ooh. I'll go do a perimeter check.
So when you say perimeter check, are you checking in the cave? Are you checking around the bank, around the river? How big a perimeter?
I'll go opposite Caliban, and we'll meet round.
Okay, so you do a lap around this hill. It's like a riverbank, right? So it kind of slopes away down from the river. So you do a lap around it. There are trees. You give me a census roll there, Sarge and Caliban.
With the D10.
Yep.
Okay, I rolled an 8.
I got a 7.
Seems fine. You don't smell anything untoward. Maybe deer have been here recently. Maybe not. You don't know. But you don't find anything like there's nothing scary here. There's no human stuff. Obviously, it just seems like a natural space.
I'll go back over to Muffin.
All right. Meanwhile, Muffin in the cave. You have just entered this space, and it seems like this is actually a good, big, deep den. It's not like it looks from the outside like it's just kind of this little sandy hollow. But when you get to the inside, it seems to stretch back for a ways. You see Sasha's tracks and you smell her scent, but you don't see her actually, probably just because it's sort of gloomy in here. And the back of it is just kind of out of sight. So it's deeper than you expected when you looked at it from the outside.
I'm definitely gonna look around and Sasha? Hello?
Hello. Right. You hear her bark. Sasha is notably very, Sasha has one ear and one eye and has seen things that would send other dogs under the bed. And so you get a very business-like bark. Burp.
Oh. I'm going to wait for the other two because this seems like a fun place to explore, but this should be something we do together. And I'll call for Sarge, Caliban, this place is so cool. Get in here. We can vote on it when you come inside.
Well, you heard her. We better go in there and vote whether we should go in.
Yes.
I will slowly walk. I will not be running.
All right. What's the outcome of the vote?
I mean, we're in here.
Yeah, we're in here.
I vote to proceed forward.
Aye.
Agree.
Okay.
All right. It's cool in here out of the sun. It's a little bit cooler than it was outside. It's not dark, it's dim, right? The light of you can see kind of behind you as you walk in a little bit further, that the light, there's a circle of light as you are, that comes from it's the sun is starting to set. It's the hole of the den is west facing. And so you're getting these kind of rays of fading sunlight in there. You can see just fine. You can smell just fine. And you walk on, for 10 paces. You can see Sasha, it's a sandy floor and Sasha's footprints are really clear. You walk for probably, I don't know, it's Well, geez, it's sort of a while now. You've been walking down here for a couple of minutes, and it's still just this tunnel with a sandy floor. You can see Sasha's footprints. You know, still got the raise the light. It's a little cooler in here. It's a little bit dim.
This place is great. I mean, the longer we go down this tunnel, the more I want to know what's at the end. You know, this is awesome.
Yeah. And like Sasha was at the end of it, so it's got to be fine. We don't smell anything weird, do we?
Everyone give me a senses roll. And because you're working together, Clara, can you roll a d4 for us?
Heck yeah. It's the stabby one. Where'd it go? There it is. 3.
Awesome. That's a success. Any other successes? Anybody roll the highest number on the die that I should know about? Okay. You can still smell Sasha. You can still smell worms. You can still smell dirt. It's a little harder to smell the pine trees and the water now. And there's a very faint smell that's like a metallic smell. And that's something that you associate a little bit with humans.
Are humans a necessarily bad thing here, or does it matter? What is our framework for understanding humanity?
In the exclusion zone, there are kind of 3 categories, roughly, of humans. So there are the first category of humans is people you might think of as kind of workers who come to the plant. They do cleanup. They're firefighters, soldiers, things like that. People who come from you don't associate much with them. They're usually not trouble, but you don't trust them, right? Second, you will have the stalkers, who are people who come into the exclusion zone to try to loot things or find things. You generally keep away from them because they're often armed and dangerous, and they're sometimes doing things that the other humans don't seem to like, and it's just too much conflict. And then there are the Samosli, who are people who live in the exclusion zone, and they are perhaps the most mixed bag. Some of them are very friendly, happy to feed a dog. Some of them are maybe former pet owners themselves. Some of them are just trying to get by, and some of them are weirder.
Yeah, I would be on alert. I do smell humans, but that does mean they may have snacks.
It's now been at least 5 or 6 minutes of you walking down this tunnel. When you look back behind you, the door seems to still be about 30 dog lengths away. You still see the trail of tracks. You still smell this faint smell of metallic something. And you notice it's a little bit colder than when you first got in here. And I'll be moving this darkness die up to 2.
I'm not an expert on distance. I mostly measure things in knee lengths, which is significant, but I feel like this has been a while.
Should we take a vote
on whether we should leave?
Well, do we want to go keep going in this direction, or do we want to see if there's another way? Maybe we can meet Sasha if there's another way around.
That's probably, we should vote. Wait, what are we voting on now? Whether we should continue? We should continue.
We should keep going?
What if we dig?
I vote dig.
I vote dig.
I also vote dig. Yeah.
Awesome.
New plan, new tunnel.
Give me
We're making our own tunnel now.
Give me a running roll. So just roll your die and tell me what number you get. And since you're working together, let's have Devin roll a d4 this time.
All right. D4 is a 1.
Ooh. That, fortunately, as you are a pack, so what number did you roll on your die? So you only take the 1 if that's the best thing that you roll.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
You have advantage here. Okay, so you rolled a 3, a 2,
a 7.
A 7. Okay, so Sarge, you are digging and not making much progress. Muffin, you're digging and not making much progress. The place you're digging doesn't seem to, just seems to be sand all the way down. But Caliban, you dig through, and suddenly there's like you break through, and you can see that there's another space down below you, a space that you could drop into. It's you see it. It's a sandy floor, kind of like this, but now you've kind of broken into a new passageway.
Yeah, and I'm excited. Like I'm digging ahead. I'm gonna dig right through, I think.
Just go straight down. Awesome. You land in a new passageway. It is a floor, still has a sandy floor. It's a hole about 1 meter wide. If you look back about 30 dog lengths away, you can see a circle of fading sunlight, and there are tracks on the floor that smell like Sasha.
I got another tunnel down here, and with another Sasha, another way that Sasha went. It worked.
Wait, I vote we go to the new tunnel.
I also vote we go to the new tunnel.
I vote that I'm already there. Great.
I jump into the tunnel.
I will also jump in.
You'll slide down to this new tunnel. It seems uncannily like the previous tunnel that you were in.
Did we go in the new tunnel? No. Yes. And is there the entrance above us?
Yep.
Yes.
You can see the hole up there and the other tunnel up there.
I think this is weird.
I mean, it's a work of art. Look at all this great digging I did already.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What if we run really, really fast?
Oh.
One direction.
Are we picking a direction or just going all different directions?
Oh, let's all pick different directions.
You wanna go and run in different directions?
One of us digs and two of us take a different direction.
Okay.
Sasha, you said it smelled like Sasha's went back towards the light. Is that right?
Sasha's tracks seem to come from that light.
Okay.
Go past where you are and continue down the hallway.
Okay.
Or the tunnel.
Should we try picking up on the new tracks before we go and disperse?
Yeah, we should check that first. Do some scouting ahead.
Okay.
But I like the go fast part.
I like the go fast part too. What if we went really fast in that direction?
So really fast following Sasha's tracks?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone give me a running roll.
I got
and again, Finn now, or Sarge, now it's you rolling the pack die. So
Okay.
you can roll the d4.
D4 is a 4.
Ooh.
And my roll is a 7.
All right. I think d4 for the pack. That is a crit, so that is the best outcome. So you are going to each get a benefit here. You're going to succeed, and your success will be related to when your dog was born. So Finn, as Sarge runs down the tunnel, you begin to see there's some differences here. You begin to notice that there are trees and roots, and then as you're running, you run past a branch. A tunnel branches off at this point. For Muffin, you are running down the hall. I hate to mention this, but I do think you are probably bringing up the rear of the group. And as you run, you notice.
I got little
as
legs.
you run, you notice that the circle behind you is exactly the same size. It does not get bigger or smaller. It does not seem to be receding. The light coming from it seems to be the same distance. It is very strange. And Caliban, you rush along. You notice you come after Sarge is looking at this side branching passage. You've gone a little bit further, and you have come to a wide landing, which seems to be a step carven out of stone that descends in like a giant staircase in front of you.
2 for 2. I found the ending again.
I found a stick. I'm gonna try to take it. Chomp and try to rip it out.
Give me a tooth and claw roll.
Okay.
And you can have advantage on this one. So you seem to be. Would you describe Sarge as a strong dog?
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
Okay, great. I'm gonna give you the strong edge.
Okay.
Give me roll 2d10. Take the better outcome.
Okay. Oh, so I got a 6 and a 10.
Ooh,
So 10.
both of those are successes.
Okay.
The 10 is a critical success. You tear the tree branch out of the wall, and there in the collapse, there is a you can see down this side branching tunnel that you have discovered. So you are standing at a crossroads now, holding a stick. Caliban is a bit in front of you. Muffin is just kind of, doing the corgi shuffle up to you. And now there are 2 branching pathways.
Found more paths, but we have not gone further into the space. This feels weird.
So the steps you said go down?
Yes. So you are standing at the top of some descending steps. A few meters, about 10 dog lengths behind you, there's Muffin and Sarge are standing at this crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any indication of Sasha's paw prints?
Ooh, yeah. Give me a census roll.
Heck yeah. 3.
That is a success. They lead both ways.
Oh no. I think Sasha's lost. Can we call for her?
Yeah, we better bark.
Yeah, bark.
Your barks echo. Give me a census roll to see if you hear a reply.
Oh no, it's a 1.
Ooh. Excellent. So now we get to roll the danger die.
Don't
So,
like that.
Clara, your Muffin is barking, trying to get a response from Sasha. What you want to do is roll your die, just roll your d6, and tell me if you get higher than a 1, no harm, no foul. If you get a 1, something dangerous happens.
What are the odds I'm gonna roll a 1 again? That's crazy. It's a 3.
All right, no problem. So just take your danger die now and increase it to 3. And that's your new danger level.
Okay.
Your barks echo down the corridor, and there is no response. But you feel very uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is very unlike Sasha. Sasha is very responsible. Sasha would come back for you. Sasha is actually, the Iron Nose of the forest. She's Sarge's commanding officer. She was a major in the Red Army. Sasha does not disappear and randomly leave her squad behind. Sasha, is the Hannibal of the team. She gets a little stick in her mouth and loves it when a plan comes together. This is not like Sasha at all. Where is she? What's going on? This is not right. Sasha would not do this. She wouldn't get lost. She never gets lost. She never gets captured. She's, the heart and soul of the team. And now she's just not even responding to barks. Something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Something dangerous has happened. And I'll be moving this darkness die to 3.
Cool.
Dog panic. Just like, I don't know what to do now. What do we vote on?
Well, I vote that we keep going down. Because it's kind of like we're digging, but we're on feet. So I like that idea. And then, I don't know. I just think maybe Sasha went down.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, her paw prints keep going down this way, but I don't think that's correct because they go that way too. I vote we go down too.
I vote we go down, but I also vote that if there's another stick, that somebody else gets the next stick.
Okay.
I also
seems
vote
fair.
that. Yeah. I think
Okay, great.
I also have the big stick. We can all keep taking turns with it.
Can I have the big stick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Muffin,
I would.
you can have the stick, and then when your time is up, we will give it to Calumet.
Okay.
That's
I
great.
would like the stick right now for anxiety reasons.
I'll give you this huge stick. It's a branch.
Just take the
Fortunate-
branch.
Fortunately, you find that the stairs going down are nice and wide, and it's easy to carry the stick. You don't get caught crosswise, as is sometimes the danger with these. Give me a everyone as you descend these stairs. Give me a senses roll really quick.
Everything's fine.
This is not a dangerous situation, so this is but it's good to know. In fact, why don't you tick that danger die up to a 4? I won't make you roll it, but why don't you just tick it up to a 4? All right, so 5, 1, and how about you?
7.
6. Okay, as you walk, you notice something is wrong. These stairs are descending, and they're descending in a spiral. And you know, it's like a they come out as like these big. Imagine these big like square steps, right? And imagine that the spiral staircase is like a hexagon. So there's you know you're on this side, and there are 2, and then there are another 2, and then there are another 2, and then you would be down a level, right? And you notice as you're walking around, you go down 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, 5 step, 6 step, 7 step, and now you've gone around only 1 time. So you've gone down a hexagonal staircase. You take 7 steps to go down 1 level. The next time you go around, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go around 1 level. Then you go 9 to go down 1 level. And then the next one is 5. And then as you go down, it always seems to be a different number of steps, but the steps don't seem to be shaped differently. So it just feels funny.
I don't like the weirdness.
I don't like these steps.
I don't like these steps either.
I mean, I never like steps, but these ones especially. I don't like these steps.
These are bad. If we look back behind us, I assume like the entrance to the stairwell is as close as it was before.
Yes, you can still see right behind you, about 30 dog lengths back. Now, however, you notice it's further in the evening. The light is dimmer, and it is noticeably colder in here. It's now like a little bit too cold to be comfortable. Whereas before it was, you know, nice and cool. Now it's like, oh, you kind of want to snuggle up with someone.
I'll say around the stick. Was this a bad idea?
Yeah, it was definitely a bad idea for Sasha to get lost.
I'm worried for Sasha, but I also don't know that we should be down here now. Although we gotta help Sasha.
Are you still smelling the metallic smell?
Do I? Let's find out. Can I roll?
Ooh, yeah.
Or should I roll
Yes.
for that?
Yes,
2. That is technically a success.
that's a success. Yes, you very clearly now smell fire.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Fire. I smell fire.
Fire?
Not a good thing. Not in good and close spaces. I will start to head up the stairs out of instinct, and then wait. We should vote on whether we go back. But also, I smell fire, so my vote is we leave.
My vote, no soldier left behind, we go forward.
Uh-oh.
But I really don't like fire. Is there a forward that's not by the fire?
Is there? Can I tell the direction the fire is coming from?
You smell the fire from down the stairs.
Fire is down. Fire is forward.
Well, Sarge is right. I vote forward, but I don't like fire either.
Motion carries then, and I will follow behind the other 2.
Give me a heart roll there, Clara.
2?
Oh man,
Heartbroken.
you are
dog.
not happy. You are not happy.
I'm not.
So Clara is now a little bit shaken, and may not. It may be more difficult to get Muffin to vote with a majority in future. The as you curl around, you go a couple more laps around this spiral staircase, and then you come to. It's about 1 meter wide. It's bright and sunny, and it seems like the entrance. The bottom of the staircase just kind of attaches to the entrance that you walked in through.
Sasha? Let's call out. Bark, bark.
Her tracks lead out, but you don't hear any reply.
But it was nighttime behind us.
Yeah, you're right. That's weird.
If I turn around, can I see the other entrance?
No, just the stairs leading up.
Did it still smell like fire?
Now it seems to be coming from outside.
Okay. There could be fire outside. We should look. But also, it was nighttime.
Yeah, let's go see what's going on out there.
All in
Outside.
favor?
Yeah, you want to vote?
Yeah.
Aye.
I'll vote to go outside.
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 When have dogs ever voted to not go outside? You find you walk back out. It looks exactly like the clearing that you came in, except on the rocky bank by the stream, there seems to be a little campfire with some human stuff kind of strewn about it. Otherwise, it looks exactly like when you came in. It's a little later in the evening.
Oh, heck. They might have snacks.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
If someone holds the stick, I can sniff around.
I mean, it's my turn to hold the stick.
You should hold the stick.
You had it for like the whole staircase.
I had it for the whole staircase. You can have the stick. And I will give Caliban the stick. It's important.
Excellent. You want to you don't need to make a roll for it. There's definitely snacks. There's some open tins of food. There's some interesting smelling human stuff. There's this strange oblong furry. It's soft, but it has like crinkly on the outside. It seems like you crawl inside it. It's about as long as a human. It's like a tube or something, but the bottom is closed off. It's weird looking. That's rolled out next to this little campfire. There's like an empty sack that like a burlap sack that was used to carry the snacks. That's what you smell more food on that. And you notice in the ground a strange drawing. There are some human footprints around, but there are also these strange tracks that are long and thin like that.
I'm gonna go around the campsite and look for trash. We go digging in it. See if I can find something.
There's you find some yummy residual things, a can that you can lick, maybe like there's this what seems to be there's kind of a green wrapper and sort of a shockingly large amount of kind of dusty grain-like stuff that has fallen on the ground. It's definitely human food. It's not like super yummy or something. It's kind of sweet. There's all kinds of little, someone had a snack here, and there's some stuff you can get from it.
I would like to investigate. I know it's a sleeping bag, but I would like to investigate the big tube.
It's warm in there.
Oh, heck. I kind of want to keep this. I'm just gonna, while we wait, I'm just gonna just a little.
Peeking out.
Yeah. Do you think these are bad humans?
Who said that? Where'd that come from?
I'm in here. Don't worry, it's just me. And you can see like my little nose.
What are you doing?
It is
Are you being
very-
eaten alive? What is that? Is it an animal? I'm gonna bark
think-
at it. Bark, 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 bark.
No, it's okay. It's
Muffin,
okay.
Muffin.
I think it's a den. I think I found another den.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sasha's not in here, but I motion that this is our new den.
How far in does that one go?
And I'm gonna check.
This one has a bottom. This is not. This is a regular sleeping bag.
From the inside of the sleeping bag. Check. This one has a bottom.
That's
Is
good.
Sasha in there?
No Sasha though.
I also vote that this is our new den. We
We
got
can
food
take
here.
it back with us.
Yeah.
What is the snack situation looking like if I look in their supplies?
It looks like whoever was here has like they were just they had a messy snacky supper or something like that, and then they left. And so they left some stuff here, including the portable den. But
That's crazy.
they might come back, but they aren't here right now, and they didn't leave like a pile of supplies. So this isn't like an active campsite. The fire has burned down. It's mostly just a circle of ash. But it's warmer. It's pleasant. You got some food. It was nice.
I motion we take the portable den back with us when we find Sasha.
A vote,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
Incidentally, Caliban, have you been investigating Sasha's tracks? They did leave the underground den.
Mhm.
What did you find? What direction did they lead?
Where do I think they lead?
Yeah,
Up the river.
upriver. Okay. So upriver is in the opposite direction of how you entered the clearing. You guys are coming from downstream. Now
Mhm.
they're moving upriver. Upriver is further into the red forest, and the red forest has some nasty pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness we have a stick. What do those other tracks smell like? Like we know what people smell like, but like
Yes.
there's some weird tracks here.
Okay, this is now it's now time for one of my favorite premises of Good Dogs, which is the scent map.
Ooh.
So I like to draw in many games I would draw a map, but of course for a dog, there's the idea of a map is kind of weird, but you have a scent map. So it is a first person perspective, and I will draw some of the smells that you smell. All right. Sometimes I'll write a word. That's something that's very clearly identifiable to you. Sometimes I will draw a picture, and sometimes I will give you like weirdnesses. Okay. Oh, and it's going to be backwards, so I have to write these things backwards. That's going to be really hard. You know what? I'm just going to say it. Okay. So you smell, but I will draw some of the other ones.
Very scared for the weirdness because while Muffin has not read House of Leaves, Clara has. I do not like spaces
Right.
that are bigger on the inside.
You have a flash of a picture of this.
That's either
Looks like a
hamburger or a sign.
It looks like a human thing. It's shiny.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You smell rubber very clearly, which is a human smell. But you're broadly familiar with it. It's the same kind of, you smell it on roads all the time. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hush.
Cats.
I know, I'm just like.
You do not smell cats. This one is only for Sarge. The other two, close your eyes. You haven't seen one of these before. Sarge.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Do I know what that is?
You don't know the human word for it, but they're very memorable.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And you smell a variety of natural smells: the water, the pine leaves, things like that. This is only for Muffin.
I'm scared. I don't. It's keying out. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Remember when you were born. You're familiar with
Yeah.
that smell, but you don't have a name for it.
Okay.
All right. So that's what you know. That's your scent map. You can walk toward, so all you have to do is say, we should go toward one of those scents.
Oh, cool.
Because you can track those scents. That's how dogs work. So you say, I want to go to this thing. And just like traveling on the map, you travel to that location. It's just that it's not really as the crow flies. It's more as the dog sniffs.
I don't like that smell. I don't think. But it's not Sasha.
Yeah. I also don't like going towards this way either.
Are we pointing in the same direction?
No, not quite.
Oh.
So the Sarge, your smell does not come from the forest to the north. It comes kind of out of the forest. You would leave to the kind of the northeast, and you'd come back into the kind of the plains. Most of the exclusion zone is sort of like overgrown fields. It used to be very agricultural, and so they're cleared fields. They're big open spaces. There are networks of roads. The roads are kind of in bad shape, but there's fences, but the fences are usually tumbled down. They're easy to get through, and so yours would be in that more agricultural zone. Clara, the thing you smelled definitely comes straight from that forest to the north. And the other one, the strange, shiny, round, black visored human thing, that is further still. That is further to the northeast. If we were humans, we had those directions, but it's further to that way, which would lead you back out into the open fields again.
Don't like the idea of the visor thing, but I definitely don't like the idea of what I just smelled. But it doesn't sound like we have that many. Well, which way is Sasha's? Can we still smell Sasha or her paw prints?
You can follow Sasha's trail. Sasha's trail is mostly in the direction of that shiny visored thing, as if she tried to leave this forested area.
I think that may be what we have to do.
Keep going towards Sasha? Yeah.
I vote Sasha.
I also vote Sasha. What did you smell?
I don't know how to do. Okay, so you when things happen and you don't quite get it, but also like it sounds like it's a bad thing. Yeah. That's what I got. Okay. Don't have a good answer for you otherwise.
Yeah. My smell is a large dog with huge teeth.
Well, you're
like bigger than me. I've seen them. But they're huge. They're like more of me on top of me. Big dogs.
So like 2 Sarges on top of each other.
Bigger.
3 Sarges.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Sarges. Oh, that's very many Sarges.
Yeah.
Okay.
With big teeth and big noses. So I've ran into them. I'm not a big fan of them, but yeah. I think we should keep going towards Sasha.
Yeah, Sasha wouldn't have any business with that many Sarges.
No. And Sasha, I would rather not go near other smell. We'll find a word for it, but it's definitely a smell I don't think we should go near.
Okay.
Right. You head for this visored smelling thing. and it is now twilight, so I've turned the darkness up to 4. Things are getting darker, and as you walk along this trail, you follow these snaking tracks. Sasha's trail seems to go more or less in this direction, though there's some space between them sometimes, as maybe she goes to investigate something. And you begin to hear, as you walk out, you're in this big open field, and the field is a little uncanny because you kind of remembered more terrain and trees and stuff, and this just seems very flat and large and vast, as if it was a smoothed over space or something like that. And from behind you, in the direction you came from, in the tracks, you hear a squeaking sound, and when you turn around, you see coming from behind you towards you at strange speed, faster than a human can run. There seems to be a human whose outside is completely black and shiny, and whose head is just a giant, round, shiny ball with a black visor and nothing, just a black, smooth thing. And they're on some kind of strange metal thing, and there's this squeaking noise, and their legs are moving up and down, and they're holding onto the horns of the metal thing, and they're coming towards you faster and faster. Everyone give me a heart roll.
Oh, okay. I feel good.
All right. Oh, great. Okay. Muffin, it's scary, but you stand your ground. Sarge, you've seen horrors like this before in war. This will not cross your path. Caliban, you are running as fast as you can in the other direction. This is a terrifying monster who's
They're hunting.
Oh no, we gotta save Sarge. We gotta save Caliban.
Right. We're gonna go to quick time here. We're gonna go around the thing. You'll each have a moment. Tell me really quickly what you do, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Bearing down on you is this horrible monstrosity. Sarge, you had the best heart roll. What do you do?
I am gonna get Muffin out of there. So I'm gonna scruff Muffin and try to get us out of the way as soon as possible, because I feel like it's gonna hurt us.
Excellent. Give me a running roll.
Okay. What the fuck is going on? 8.
Oh, you succeed at the running, but not at the scruffing.
Oh no.
And so you miss your snatch. Muffin, what are you doing?
I have to know, is Caliban running or is Caliban freezing?
Caliban, ooh, that's a great question.
Are you a fight, flight, or freeze kind of
Bolting.
doggo? You're
Running.
bolting? I gotta save Caliban. So I would like to try to get between I know that he's running on his own, but I'm a wee dog. I would like to make sure that Caliban is okay, and I'm gonna run after Caliban and try to make sure I'm between him and this metal I want to say cow and the man riding it.
Sarge, you can tell in an instant that Caliban is going to get away from this thing just fine, but
good.
that Muffin will not.
Muffin.
It's getting closer. It is now less than 100 dog lengths from you. It'll be on you in any second.
I would also like to bark menacingly.
I guess while you're barking as a distraction, I'm gonna go and bite the leg of the monster.
Give me what a brave, strong.
I'm gonna do it.
There's no greater act than to lay down your doggy life for your friends.
To me, is like the wheel.
Yes, excellent.
Okay.
Give me a tooth and claw roll.
Okay.
And I'll give you advantage on this since you're a strong dog. We established that with the stick incident.
9 with the advantage.
Oh no. What are the two things that you rolled? Tell me the two numbers. 9 is not a success on tooth and claw.
Oh, I rolled a 9 and a 9.
9 and a 9. Oh no.
He's a good guy I'm using.
I'm gonna get hit by a bike. Shit.
You give me a danger roll. You've been hit by a bike.
Wait, me or Finn?
Finn.
Okay.
Sarge.
Here we go. A 2.
All right. Set your die to 2.
Okay.
All right. you're knocked off your feet and winded, and the bike goes down. The monster falls off of it.
Victory.
It's the strange head falls off and rolls away, and inside you see nothing. It's a completely empty motorcycle suit.
I was like really excited for a person. This is awful. We killed it.
I bark at it. I stand on it.
You won. You won.
All right. I'm gonna go. Muffin, are you all right?
I'm okay. Caliban, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm way faster than that thing.
I know.
Oh,
I wonder what they were hunting.
You're way down there. Heal. Heal.
we hunted, but we killed it. We knocked it over. And I would like to also sort of inspect the remains of this thing we've destroyed. If that was not a human, it looked like a human, but it wasn't.
It is an empty motorcycle suit. It has it is all black, and it smells of leather, and the helmet smells of plastic. It's a big round thing. It's completely empty inside. But then everyone give me a senses roll.
7.
6.
1.
All right. Muffin, give me a danger roll.
No. What if I didn't? 4.
Is that higher than your current danger?
It is even with my current danger.
All right. Oh, excellent. Your danger is cleared. Set your danger to 1. It's shooting the moon.
Oh my god.
You see something on it. Something terrible. You know now for certain that Sasha is in grave danger.
Oh no, we gotta help
But there is
Sasha.
one thing that all dogs fear above all other things. A symbol, an evil symbol. Something that you've heard legends of, though you've never seen it yourself. A place where dogs go and they come back changed or not at all. This symbol.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. That's bad. Is it on the empty motorcycle?
It's stitched right here.
Oh no, we gotta.
Ooh.
Does it have friends? Like, will it have friends? Do we know?
Yeah, they will have friends. They always have friends.
Do they travel in packs? I think they travel in. Humans travel. But this wasn't a human because there isn't a human here. This is just a suit. I am both confused as a player, in that I'm like, this is something eldritch, and confused as a dog. Do they travel in packs? Do you know?
Do they?
So I'm a bit ahead. Can I see anything? You said that the terrain was sort of getting pretty
Yes.
uniform.
Okay, Caliban, you notice something. Okay. So it is now darker. It's dark. And there's moonlight. But as you look up at the sky, you don't see any stars. You only see the moon.
Oh.
The moon it looks like it's about, it looks strange. It looks like it's about 30 dog lengths behind you.
No.
And then you notice you're far ahead now, and you have a sense of that this vast vault of the sky is starting to taper down a little bit in the direction of Sasha's tracks and in the direction of the bicycle tracks. And you can kind of see, as you look to one side, that there's a wall there, a sandy wall with roots. And on the other side, just at the edge of your vision, you can see the other sandy wall in front of you.
And the other two, are they the same distance away?
The other two are behind you, where it seems like it's as if you're in this great vault that's now tapering down, tapering down, tapering down.
Yeah, so Caliban just starts barking back at you two. Very, very distressed.
But we were outside. We got outside.
I'm gonna go over to Caliban. What do we all see this?
Once you go up to Caliban, by the time you get up there, it becomes very apparent that you like what seemed to be this vast outdoor space with trees and everything like that. Now, as night has fallen and the darkness die is up to 5, is definitely just a tunnel, more or less through this thing. And it seems to, the direction that Sasha is going seems to be returning to this endless den that you've been in since the afternoon.
Sasha's in grave danger. We have to find her now.
I vote to keep going forward Sasha's tracks.
I vote we follow Sasha's tracks as fast as we can.
Yeah.
As fast as you can.
If that thing got Sasha, we gotta know.
You trot forward. It's not too far. You only go another, what seems like a few hundred meters before you are back in this relatively small, tapering, crawling along space. It's not as small as it was before. It was about a meter before, but now it's about the size of, let's say 2 Sarges standing on their hind legs tall. And you come to the end of it, and there is a solid flat wall. And in it, there is a door. And on the door, a human door with a human handle. And on the door, there is this symbol.
Oh.
Oh no, Sasha.
All right, what's the plan? What are we doing?
We gotta rescue Sasha. We help people.
She's in danger.
She's in danger.
I agree. We should go forward, but I've only seen a few of these doors, and usually you wait for a person to open them. We might be able to figure it out how to open the door.
Is it a door handle or is it a lever handle?
It is a lever handle.
Oh.
Okay. I am assuming I am too short to reach the door, but I can explain how to open it, I think.
Okay.
Well, have I seen a human open a door before?
You have not. So,
I have not.
Actually, why don't, Sarge, give me a roll, but with the help of your pack, roll that pack die as well. So give me a senses roll, basically. Okay. You're looking for a 2, 3, or critical success.
Okay. So I have a 5, and then I rolled a 3 on the d4.
All right. A 3 is a success. You think you can open this door.
Okay.
The impediment to opening this door is not that you don't know how to, it's not physical and it's not mental. It's more spiritual at this point. You could get this door open, but then it would be open. And then you would be in this place.
Ooh. All right. I think I can open it, but as a group, want everyone to know when we're in there, we're in there. Like there's no going back. So we keep pressing forward.
Because they never come back, do they?
Or they come back wrong.
I don't want to come back wrong.
I don't know what's wrong, but I don't want to come back wrong. Will Sasha come back wrong?
Well, if we get there in time, hopefully not.
We gotta rescue Sasha.
Okay. I vote to open the door.
I vote we open the door carefully.
Okay. All right. I'll go and try to open the door.
The door swings open, It's you just touch your paw on it, and you know it's a scattery thing, but the door swings open. Actually, make me roll for this. This will be great.
Okay.
This will be a running roll.
Running roll. So I rolled a 3.
That's a success. Okay, the door swings open. I was going to make it cause a point of darkness if you failed, but you'd still get it open. It's just that it would be worse. The door swings open, and instantly you are, your eyes, it hurts your eyes. There is a bright, cold light coming from high above. And as you walk into the room, you realize that you are in a vast space. This huge, you can't see the ceiling above you, but you can see like these horrible, bright, white, harsh light coming from seemingly everywhere up there. The floor is this incredibly smooth, slippery substance like stone, but like there are huge square blocks of it. There are on the edges, there seems to be this gigantic, this strange thing. These 4 giant pillars go up, and then there's a platform, and then there's a back. Sarge, to you, it looks like something that humans often sit on, but it's far, far too big. You could all comfortably sit underneath it, and if you jumped up, you could not touch the bottom. It's many meters tall, many dog lengths tall. The walls are cliff-like, and they have these vast taupe panels with these giant brass hinges attached to them. In the center of the room, there is a terrifying, solid stainless steel table that is, vastly up above you, far higher than you could reach or jump on. It's this massive, massive environment that you're in. And there seems to be kind of, various accoutrements around the sides that look like, glass jars full of white puffs that are as big as a house. There are, on the floor, you can see a couple of long sticks about as long, about as long as a car, but then with a white puff on one end, scattered about on the floor. There seems to have been, there's an orange bottle, an orange cylinder about the size of a shipping container, and spilling out from it some giant red oblong things. And all of you can clearly smell Sasha in this room. She's very close.
Should one of us scout ahead? Do you want to scout?
Well, we're telepathic, correct? So can we ask for Sasha without literally barking out?
Yes. So you can try to hear if Sasha is there, if Sasha's able to communicate. But you don't get anything. You smell her, she's there, but she's not responding, and she's not, you don't sense her. This is very, like, basically this happens when dogs are asleep.
Yes.
Or worse.
No.
Uh-oh. She's asleep. She's definitely just asleep.
Sleep.
I would like to, I'll scout around and look as quietly as I can. I don't know if I have the little tippy tappies. It's not like anyone is trimming our nails.
You do click as you walk across the floor, and you're coming in through the wall near this giant chair. That's kind of where you are, as if you are coming in through a mouse hole in a normal sized room.
Crazy.
And as you come out from underneath this gigantic chair, you see a couple of giant rectangular flappy things on the ground. They have a shiny surface. They seem to be divided into lots of sections. And Sarge, you're mildly worried about these. You seem to remember that they roll up, and then that they're dangerous when they're rolled up. And you see another one of these doors, just like the one with the symbol that you just came through, but giant, many, many stories tall, the size of house or something, taller than a house, right? Going up into that fluorescent lighted far distance.
How do they get the big ones open?
That's a good question.
I was gonna say, now you know what everything looks like from Muffin's perspective. I'm really scared to find out where Sasha's scent is coming from, but if I can be stealthy about it, like, it sounds like this is obviously a larger scale vet office sort of situation. So I'm at an advantage because I'm very small already. So if I can Mission Impossible, like get low and kind of crawl under stuff to make sure no one might see me, I'll start looking around for Sasha's smell.
Give me a senses roll. And in fact, everybody give me a senses roll. And why don't we have Dustin roll the pack die? Or Devin roll the pack die.
That's a crit for the pack.
Ooh.
Good, because I got a 5.
I got a 9.
Caliban notices 2 things. The first is that Sasha's scent is definitely coming from the top of that steel table. The second is that in the distance, behind that big door, faintly, there are human voices.
All right. Well, and we don't see Sasha?
Nope,
Yeah.
Too high up. You're on the floor. You're about as big as it feels like you're about as big as a mouse. And you would know this, Sarge, because you've been in this environment before and did not like it. It's a terrible place. A place that you still have like flashbacks about. But there are
flashback.
But you and in that and in your flashback, you were big. Now you're tiny.
Caliban definitely makes an attempt to just like run up the tree-sized leg of this giant table. Pretty confident that, you know, I'm an athlete. I can just get up there, save Sasha. So definitely makes an attempt.
Give me a running roll. Actually, this is a good.
5.
Okay, that's a success. You realize that you can't get up this, but you notice that you could probably jump up on the magazine rack, jump up on the chair, scrabble up the back, get on the countertop, walk around the edge, and maybe make it across the crown molding and jump down onto the table. It would be quite an athletic feat.
Parkour.
Guys, check this out.
Okay, give me another running roll. Actually, sorry, go ahead.
It's a 6.
A 6. Okay, so that is not yet a success, but I was just going to ask, tell me a little bit more about Caliban. Is this an area of competence for Caliban?
Well, the problem is this would be an area of competence for Caliban before the event, right? This would be exactly the type of thing that he would have done in a previous life, but I don't know, unless there's a, you know, is it nurture or nature, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, I mean, we can say, you know, you were descended from a great, you know, border collie agility trained dog. You haven't had the training, right? But you know, in your bones, there's an ancient need.
It's the exact right mix of run and jump that I've been looking for my whole life.
All right, give me another roll then. You can have advantage.
Oh wait, that's good. That's an 8.
That's an 8. Okay. Yes, this exactly as you say. There is something about this that speaks deeply to your doggy genetics. And you jump up on you scrabble at the magazine rack, jump on the back of the table chair, scrabble at the chair, run across, knocking off tongue depressors and pill bottles and so forth, splashing onto the floor. You go run across the crown molding, you leap down onto the top of the giant steel table, and there, asleep, with a little, tiny IV standing on the top of the table, normal size, is Sasha, the old iron nose of the forest.
Ooh.
She seems not injured, but she's very asleep.
She's not injured, but she's changed. She has a tube coming out of her.
Oh, wait. Who? Sasha? Oh, you found Sasha.
It's the iron nose of the forest.
Oh. Okay.
It's not worms, is it?
It might be. Stay away from it.
Doesn't smell like worms.
Oh, okay, then you're fine.
Like earthworms.
Like free her. Like get her out of the. Like what's the tube? Fix the tube thing. I have no idea what's happening up there.
Muffin, you do hear footsteps.
Oh no.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
They're very slow, as if the walker is a giant.
Oh no.
I'm gonna. Can I get Muffin up on the table? Like if I go down and put Muffin, Muffin crawls up on my back, and then Muffin like goes up on the table.
Oh no, I think we gotta hide. But we gotta hide Sasha.
Or can we take the? Oh, I'm gonna go take the chair. I'm gonna put the chair up against the door so they can't.
Oh, pushing the chair. I love this
Ooh.
idea. Okay, give me a heart roll. This is a great idea.
Okay. 7.
That's a success.
Okay.
You push the chair. It's slow going. It's tough. Muffin is helping a little. The chair gets up there. Now there is a platform onto which you could jump down with Sasha. The footsteps are very close now.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta go. Is there like there's is like a gap under the door or anything?
Oh yeah, you can see just through a little bit of a gap. There's definitely something coming.
Okay. I think it's not worth even trying to like scout under the door. I think we have to just get Sasha and hide somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All in favor.
Hi.
Aye.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Kelvin, what are you doing?
So I nip at Sasha to see if she'll wake up,
She's out. Something has happened.
and then I guess I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and drag her by the scruff, right?
Yes. Sasha is not a large dog. Sasha is a terrier.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Give me a heart roll.
Ooh, that's a 3.
That is not a success. Roll me your danger die.
Okay, I rolled a 2.
Oh, 2. Is that higher than your current danger?
No.
Okay. Is it lower than your current danger?
No. Our danger was 1, right?
Yes.
Started at 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry. It's higher than my 1.
It's higher than your current danger. Okay. So just set it to 2. You drop Sasha onto the platform of the chair. It is a soft, fuzzy. It seems like a fairly comfy chair. She lands okay. Give me a running roll to jump down there safely yourself.
That's a 1.
All right. Give me a danger roll.
I rolled a 2. I rolled my danger.
Okay, great. Reset your danger. The darkness goes to 8. You're a little bit busted up, but you're okay. And at this moment, the door begins to swing open. I'm going to go to Sarge. Sarge, you are on the ground. You turn around and you see something out of your darkest nightmares. Vast, standing above you, many times taller than any human you've ever seen. A strange human figure. Its head is encased in this, but instead, one of these.
Hamburger.
But instead of a black motorcycle suit, it has a long white coat.
Oh.
Its hands are blue, and it gazes down at you from above.
I have a flash.
This is one of the worst things. It reminds you of one of the worst experiences of your life.
Right.
Whoa, these many years ago, when they poked you with horrible sharp things.
Is the door that we came from open, or do I have to go and open the door again? Like,
the door that you came from is still open, so it's still there. But it's under the chair, and this thing is kind of, to give you a sense of the shape of the room. You are at the bottom of the chair, which is pressed up against the table.
Right.
Across the room on to kind of your left is the wall where the countertop with all the vet stuff is, and in that corner there's a space where that chair used to be sitting.
Got it.
And that's where the door is that you came in. Kind of next to that on the wall is the big door that this horrible monstrosity, this great horror has just come through.
And do I see Caliban has Sasha by the scruff?
Caliban has Sasha by the scruff. He's on the top of the chair. Muffin is with you on the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna run and use the chair as leverage to hop me up. And I'm going to go and try to knock them down. And then I'm just going to be like, run. If I can get them down, you go on top.
So you're going to try and knock down this giant vet.
Yes. And see if we can go through and trample through them.
And so roll me a tooth and claw roll.
Okay. Oh, that was cocked. 5. Oh, and so do I roll 2 or just 1?
Just one. This is ordinary combat. You're a brave dog, a strong dog, but this is like you are trying to like attack this human.
Yeah.
If you were like, this is not a situation you're typically comfortable in, unless you want to tell me about a background you have in this situation that makes you particularly good.
So Sarge has the background of a military police dog.
Okay, great.
He's actually a family dog. He does not have that background.
Excellent.
So no, he would not. I don't.
Okay. So it's a good thing you rolled a success on your first try, because there wasn't going to be a second try. You weren't actually a military police dog. You are just, you're drawing upon the classic skill of jumping up on someone after. Yeah. When you want to go for walkies. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. You jump up and plant your paws on about the thigh of this giant. You push it back a little, but it does not fall. It's much bigger than you, and it's reaching for you. And you see that its blue gloved hand, the tip of every finger is a syringe. A hypodermic needle.
No!
Let's go to Muffin. What are you doing?
Shit. My friends are in danger. We have established this. What is the ankle situation of this awful creature?
Why don't you make me a quick senses roll here?
2.
Okay. You, as a weird dog, see this room a bit differently.
Oh no.
Because those giant orange that giant orange cylinder on the floor with the things coming out of it, you look at those things and they're pills. Like
I was gonna say, I guess that they were pills. Yeah.
Okay. And to everyone else, they just look like oblong lozenges, right? But to you, they smell like this.
Ooh. Okay. So, what if I did something really stupid?
This is a situation for it.
I would like to lick one of the pills. I have an idea, and I'm hoping that this is an Alice in Wonderland situation.
You are correct.
Yes.
You are now a big dog. Big dog.
Oh, lifelong
much
fantasy.
Bigger. You barely fit in the room.
Oh no, I'm a very big. Oh no. Oh no.
Yes.
This is. I would like. You get it. I would like to doggy cackle with newfound power.
All right, give me a tooth and claw roll. And because you are being assisted by your pack mate Sarge, there, you can roll that d4 as well.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I'll give you advantage because you big dog right now.
I crit on my pack roll.
Just before the needles pierce Sarge's skin, Sarge, from behind you, suddenly you see bigger even than that, about as big as that thing that you smelled before, with the long teeth, the giant dog, except it's Muffin. Muffin comes barreling through and bowls this vet over. Caliban, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try and get Sasha out of here. Gonna try
Mhm.
to head towards the door we came in with Sasha.
All right.
I'm really worried that the door is gonna disappear behind me, but that's what I'm gonna try.
Give me give me a running roll to get there quick.
That's an 8.
Awesome. You reach the. This is a good thing. Okay, I'm going to. The way I'm going to interpret that 8 is, especially because you're a wild dog, you're very good. You are going to basically. I'm going to go right back to you and give you another turn.
No.
When you get to the door, the little door is gone. There's only the big door now out of this room. Okay, it's still you.
Cool. Well, Sarge is the one that knows how to open the door, so I got to get Sarge one of those get big.
Oh no,
things.
I was not clear. The big door is open right now. The bed is knocked down in it, with giant muffins sitting on top. But now when you go over to him, you try to go out that door, but as you run over there, you realize, oh, that door's gone, or mysteriously transformed back into the taupe crown molding of the vet's office. But the big door remains an avenue of escape.
Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna head with Sasha through the big door.
Awesome. You can make it out just fine because you rolled that 8. Carrying Sasha. I think it's Sarge.
Cool. I'm gonna, cause I see the needles coming at me, right?
Right.
I'm gonna bite them. I'm gonna bite them. Like, get away from me. So I'm gonna try to get them to like go away.
Where are you biting this person?
It would probably be the arm, like the arm here, like a, because I feel like if they're coming at me like this, this would be where I would hit.
Okay, great. Give me a tooth and claw roll.
Okay. 8.
Oh, wait. Yeah, 8's a success.
Oh,
8's a success on tooth and claw. All right, you bite into the lab coated arm.
Okay.
And there is your head is knocked back as a rush of air exits, and there is now an empty lab coat, empty gloves, lying on the floor, just as before with the bicyclist.
Victory. Not today. Let's go. Should we get out of here? I vote to run.
Run.
How big am I? Can I put the other 2 on my back?
You could probably get everybody on your back. You're big.
Excellent. I've gone full Clifford. I would like, if everyone can get on my back, we can all go together. I've never been so powerful.
Do that. Yeah.
I have no idea how long these pills are going to last.
Well, corgis were bred as steeds for the wee folk, so this is no trouble for you. You others can get up on top. You walk down this hallway. It's a vet's office. There are other rooms like the ones you just exited off to the side. You can't hear anyone else at the moment. You come into the entryway. There's an entryway with a big counter and a glass door with the horrible symbol painted on it. That's what you see.
Can I smell any other dogs here?
Great question.
We're gonna do a jailbreak.
Everyone give me a senses roll. Yeah.
Got a 2.
Got 3.
I got a 5.
All right, 2 and 3. There are a number of rooms. You smell dog almost everywhere in this place. You can check the examination rooms. They're open. You don't see any dogs in there. there are 2 closed doors in the back hallway. Muffin, you could probably reach the handles now.
I'm gonna put it to a vote. This is a place of bad for dogs. Do we try to rescue the others? If there are other dogs here.
No soldier left behind. I vote yes.
No soldier left behind.
No soldiers left behind. I'm gonna bust into the first examination room. No.
No, the exam room's open. Okay, I'm gonna explain this to you. Okay, so
Okay, sorry.
No. This is like there's a layout question. I haven't done the layout yet. Okay, so you came out of an examination room. There is a long central hallway. At the front of that central hallway, that's the entrance and reception area. Okay, on this long central hallway, there are 4 examination rooms. The one you came out of, and another one on that side, and then across the hallway 2 others. Right. At the back of that hallway, there's a small narrow door that is on the one of the sides with the examination room. So it's on the corridor. And then at the very back, there is a larger, heavier door that is kind of at the end of the hallway. It's the termination of the hallway. So those are the 2 doors. So do you want to open the narrow door on corridor or the heavy door at the end of the corridor?
Both of them smell doggy-like, I assume.
The whole place kind of smells like dog. It's a little bit hard to tell, like, this is a good clarification. You don't, when you're tracking Sasha, her smell is on her tracks.
Yeah.
You don't have that impression. It's just kind of like, there's a dog vibe in here.
All right. Do you want to check the small doors first then, I think? I'm really scared of finding out what's behind the big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Small door?
Small door.
Small door.
All right. You open the small door, and inside there are, it's dark. There seem to be these like racks of supplies, and there's round cylinders of paper, and you smell a lot of like sharp cleaning smells. It's a shadowy place.
We found a janitor's closet, I assume.
Found a janitor's closet.
I see no dogs and I see no snacks.
Smells weird in here.
It's weird in here. This is a cursed place. Through the big door.
All right. Through the big door, there is a back room, right? There are, Sarge, you know this place. You've been here once. It was terrible. There were all these steel kennel boxes full of dogs. Instead, in this back room, it looks just like that with the same tile floor and everything. There is one gigantic kennel. And standing in the middle of that gigantic kennel, completely silent, completely still, is this thing.
Ah! The dog! The huge dog!
Arch, is that a soldier? Or can we leave it behind?
Well,
Roughly the size of Muffin.
oh,
That is a normal sized dog.
is it awake?
It's uncannily still. Its eyes seem to be open. It's a little bit dim light in here. It's hard to tell.
Okay. We gotta be careful around this dog. Have I interacted with one of these before? I know what they look like or smell like.
You've seen them move around and things like that. You never got close to one. They're a little weird,
Okay.
right?
I just don't like bigger dogs than me. Makes me feel weird. Want to bark at it, but should we just press forward?
I would like to say hello to the big dog.
Okay.
You don't get a response telepathically.
Oh.
What? Okay, so in that case, I would like to do the universal symbol for play, as everyone knows, where you kind of put your butt in the air and you like lean down, you wag your tail.
Mm-hmm.
Except I'm a corgi, so I have to wag my whole butt.
That you do an excellent play. It would have moved anybody, but it doesn't seem to move. It just sits there silently. It stands there silently. Hey,
Well,
Caliban,
fuck you too, dog.
Caliban, how long have you guys been in this room, by the way?
Oh, I mean, I thought we'd only been in here a few seconds, like like one
Okay.
dog's meal length of time.
Okay, one dog's meal length of time. Okay, everyone, raise your danger by 1.
Hey, oh no, I'm not doing so hot, everybody. It's dangerous in here. I don't like it. I don't like big dogs.
Hey. I assume that if this creature cannot, this is obviously a very dumb dog,
Mm-hmm.
or it's not a real, or it's asleep somehow. But either way, it cannot communicate with it. And it
Maybe
cannot...
it's empty like the humans.
Ooh, I don't want to try biting it. I feel like that would be rude. It's not hurting us.
Is it behind a cage or is it just...
It's in a kennel. The kennel door appears to be unlocked.
Huh.
There's no like lock on it. You could just bite on the little scrunchy thing and it would swing open.
You could just give it a little play bite just to see if it's biteable.
You should play by. You should try playing with it. Maybe it's bored.
I mean, it didn't like your play, but maybe it just needs a little more like roughhouse.
Maybe it doesn't.
Roughhouse.
As I say, maybe it just doesn't speak our dialect of dog. Yeah. Do you want to try?
I vote I'm going to try and play with it.
I vote you also try and play with it.
I vote you also play with it.
Okay.
I'll take a couple steps back.
I try and nip at the big dog.
All right, you go over to the thing. You nip at the big dog. Everybody's danger increased by 1. Caliban, increase your danger by 2.
Sure, that makes sense.
So,
Feel good about
Caliban, it seems to be made of stone. It's like it's a statue.
It's a rock dog.
What? Ah.
Oh, I've done this before. They don't tend to move, but they're still very scary, so I understand.
Maybe you should mark your dominance. Pee on it.
Okay.
That's
Right,
a good
so
idea.
Caliban, help me out here. When you pee on it, what kinds of small animals do you find dead in piles all around its feet?
I find probably rats and like rabbits, but like like pet rabbits, not like wild rabbits, like bunnies.
So there are a large number of small mammals dead around the feet of this thing. Everybody increase your danger by 1.
Oh, what is happening? I don't like this. I don't feel good.
Perhaps we should not have peed on it.
Sarge does not feel good. I'm gonna hop down and go a little bit closer just in case something happens with Caliban. So I'll be a guard.
You're on alert. You're on alert.
On alert. I don't like
Yeah,
this.
Sarge, give me a heart roll.
Oh gosh. 6.
6. Okay, that's a success. Yes. Yeah, you don't feel good.
I don't feel so hot.
You don't feel good in this room.
We need to get out of here. I say we leave the stone dog alone and we take Sasha and get out. I vote
All in favor. All in favor.
All in favor.
All statues left behind.
All statues left behind. No dogs, just statues.
When you turn around and go back out to the front, toward the front entryway, the snaking out of the janitor's closet, filling the hallway with these vast tentacular flailing tubes.
What is that?
Are these tubes that they're black? They're about as big around as a dog. They have jointed edges, and they make a horrible sucking sound.
Oh no.
Sarge, you know what these are. But they're bigger. you
Oh,
never
no.
seen before.
Hey, I know we have to be quiet, but I'm gonna bark at it and just go. "Row, row, 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 row."
The tentacles are moving around like this. When you bark, they immediately go, and they come straight at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and lunge at it and bite.
Make me a tooth and claw roll.
Okay, 9.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh,
The Caliban, as you exit the room, you turn around to see Sarge disappearing down the maw of one of these things.
No.
No, Sarge.
Oh, more tunnels. I gotta go after him.
All right. You go in?
I gotta.
What a brave dog.
Oh God.
All right, Muffin. It's you. You still have Sasha on your back. You're
What?
still big.
How big are the definitely not vacuums in front of me?
They're definitely not vacuums. They're about as big around as the long hose on the front of the big dog.
Okay. Is there like a weak point looking thing? Like, does this thing look like it has eyes it can go after, or like a soft underbelly?
Just seems like tentacles. There's just a lot of them.
I'm gonna bite a tentacle.
Give me a tooth and claw roll with advantage. You're big.
How dare it eat my friends? Only I eat my friends. Wait. Oh wait, with advantage?
Oh yeah, you're big now, so you can roll with advantage.
Yes, 2.
2. You got 2.
No, sorry, not 2, 4. I got a
4.
2 and a 4.
A 2 and a 4. Oh man, is a 4 a success on tooth and claw? I think it is not. It is not.
Oh no.
No, yes, it is. It is. It is. A 4 is exactly what you need.
Oh, thank God.
You rip one of the tentacles in twain. You pull another one, and they're just swarming out of this room. There seem to be endless of them coming out of the janitor's closet. There's something in there.
Oh no. Can I fight my way to like the core of the tentacle thing?
Give me a heart roll.
My friends. Oh God. 3.
You stand at the doorway. Your friends are in there. I'm going to increase the darkness to 10. We are now in pure dark. It is pitch black. It is like midnight. You cannot go into that room. There's something in your soul. You know you're big, but those things are just too uncanny for you to go into that room.
Can I bark for Sergeant Caliban?
As you bark, Sergeant Caliban, you are tumbling through this vast space, and then it seems to be it's totally calm. It is as if you're floating in underwater, but you're in air. And it's dark, and it's cold, and you faintly hear barking coming from some direction.
Oh. Muffin. Okay.
Sarge. Caliban.
All right.
Sarge?
Do we see each other? Do I see Caliban? Or is it pitch black?
You can see each other. You're close enough. You can you're floating, right? You can sense each other near, right? You can smell each other, right? It's too dark to see anything, but like you could find each other if you wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna go and find Caliban and go over to you. Let's go. Let's get back to Muffin, right?
The opening's got to be around somewhere. Just look for the light somewhere.
Okay. I'll help Caliban look for the opening.
All right. Give me a senses roll. I guess you got. No. Give me a heart roll.
Oh gosh. Oof. 8.
Both of us?
Success. Yeah.
A 5.
That is also a success. It's not hard to find the entrance, the exit from this space. It's hard to find the will to exit this space. And as you float through this extra dimensional space, what you do finally see is it's about 1 meter wide. It looks like moonlight. It seems like it's about 30 dog lengths away.
Mm-hmm.
There's a white tunnel.
Sarge, I don't know what's taking Muffin so long. We always say no soldier left behind.
Oh, that's true.
Why is she leaving us behind?
I don't know. Well, I like it here. I don't want to leave, but I feel like we have to be together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think we should go to the white tunnel when we're all together. Because I think that's how we get out. So I vote we go back to Muffin if we can, and then come back to the white tunnel when we're all together.
Well, I like it here too. I vote we wait here and Muffin will come when she's ready, right?
That's a good.
Maybe she just found some snacks out there or something.
Yeah, but what about Sasha? I mean, Sasha's this big, and I don't know how big, how they're all gonna be, and how are they gonna be small coming to this space?
Yeah, they're the wrong size. You're right. Okay, you're right. Yeah, that's making sense.
I mean, we're big dogs. We're large breed dogs. So I think it's our duty to go and help the little dogs.
Okay, and then we'll come back here though.
And we'll come back here.
Okay.
We'll go through the white tunnel, and then we'll get to the end.
Okay, yeah, I vote that.
I vote we go back to, the dogs that need us. No soldier left behind.
No soldier left behind.
Such a good dog.
We're gonna go and go back to Muffin.
You each give me one more heart roll.
Okay.
5 again.
7.
All right. You struggle heavily against this waiting for Godot level of ennui that you feel in this space. And you tunnel backwards. You don't feel like you're getting closer to Muffin for the longest time, but you keep at it until your paws are tired. And Sarge, eventually you are slightly in the lead, being a slightly bigger dog, and you find a strange thing in the space. It's there are these strange the hoses were big. These are small, but they're still those like long wiggly things that humans have, and these ones are covered in sort of a rubbery smelling outside stuff, right? And there's a big metal block that they snake over the outside of, surrounding it, and it seems to be thrumming. It's like the noise of the sucking is kind of coming from deep inside this thing, and these outside things snaking on it. There are a variety of different colors: gray, 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 gray. And they surround this big block of metal that you found in this weird inner space.
Caliban, come check this out. And I'll show Caliban the area of all these tendrils.
I've
Tendrils.
never seen anything like this. This a human thing?
It's a human thing. I don't know what it's called or what they do with it, but I know it's a human thing.
Is it a snack?
I've never tried eating it, so maybe. You want to try eating it?
And I don't know. I guess I can try. I can taste it. I mean, then we'll know if it's a snack or not.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay.
I mean, Muffin will want to know if it's a snack, so we're just getting ahead of the curve.
Muffin would like to know if these are snacks.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Okay.
So how are you going about this snack, Caliban? Is this like long hungry day dog snack, or is this just like ginger taste the?
This is what I want to do, right? This is how I would approach snacks. I want to put as much of it in my mouth as possible, and then bite down, right?
Okay, great. Make me a heart roll.
That's a 6.
All right. You bite down on this, and your mouth is instantly filled with searing pain.
Ah, that's not a good snack.
Okay. Should we leave it alone?
That can go on the left behind list. That is not.
Leave it. All right. Leave it.
All right. This there's a bite mark, and in this strange thing, and the sound of thrumming from the core of this thing sounds fainter and is slowing down.
Oh. Maybe we do keep biting. You want to keep biting it? Because
No.
Oh no.
It hurts.
Okay. Let's go back to muffin.
Like it's not. No, it's not a bad taste. It hurts.
What do you mean? I'm gonna bite it. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Give me a heart roll.
Okay. 8.
All right. You too. Your mouth is filled with searing pain. Your head snaps back.
Now do you understand?
And though you're both very afraid of this thing now, the sound inside goes. And Muffin, on the outside, all of these things, you had been surrounded and tied up, terrified, wrapped in, enmeshed in these tendrils. They had begun to constrict you. And as they constricted you, your giant body was shrinking smaller and smaller back toward your original size. And suddenly, you and Sasha are in this, and you are your small size again. And you, just as you had given up hope, they all suddenly relax, as if all of the air had gone out of them, and they fall to the floor and melt into a horrible black ichor that sinks into the tile and drains through the steel grate in the janitor's closet, and they are gone.
And stay out. Is Sasha awake yet?
Give me a give me a senses roll here.
5.
You cannot wake her. You try to wake her up, but you cannot wake her at this time.
But she's still breathing and stuff.
She's still breathing. She's okay. The IV has come out of her arm.
I will bark for Caliban and Sarge again now that it's quiet and the things are gone.
You can now hear Muffin's barking very clearly. Muffin's like right there.
Oh, she's coming for us.
Arf, arf, arf. I'll bark. We'll go.
Follow the sound of my bark.
I'm gonna keep running towards, flying in the air.
Doggy paddling through the air.
Yeah.
How about you, Muffin? Are you going to investigate where these barks are, strange barks? You can hear them too.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking around again, sniffing for them. I guess listening. Point.
Give me another senses roll.
There we go. That's a 2.
Okay, great. You find in the back of this closet, there is a strange red cylinder that has what seems to be like an empty hole with like a shriveled, drippy, melted tentacle, and their barks are coming out of that.
How did you get in there?
What?
You're in a hole.
What?
Well, come in after us. It's great in here.
I don't. Do I fit?
It's too big for you.
I can't fit.
It's too. Yeah. You're too big to get in it.
I'm too big.
Oh, right.
Just come to me, and then we'll vote on it.
Okay. I'll keep going towards Muffin.
Mm-hmm.
You paddle on for a while. Muffin seems to be right on top of you. It's like Muffin is here in the space, but where in the space? Not above, not below, not in front or behind, not left or right, but some other direction maybe, but close.
If I stick my nose in the hole or whatever, can they see it?
Give me a. Actually, no. You can just do that. You stick your nose in the hole. All right. Muffin, tell me, how does your nose appear to them? Does it touch them on the inside? Does it emerge from? Is it like a giant ring around them, a corona in the distance?
Interesting.
Or something else.
Oh, okay. So this is very weird then. I think there is the sense of all of their noses also fitting through the little hole as if it was their nose. And they, as like Muffin pulls their face away from it and checks again, you guys can feel it as well. As if you're doing it, but you don't actually feel, you don't see Muffin's nose. You just know it's there.
What?
You're all touching noses.
I found, hold on. And I'll do the same. I'll try to like put my doggy eye to the thing as well. But I assume similar effect.
Yes. You're all like, you can all see each other's eyes really up close.
Whoa.
Whoa. How did you get? Are you? Okay, so Clara has an idea of how to explain what's happening. Muffin, unless Muffin is a very weird dog, has not encountered this particular, or maybe they have extra dimensional phenomena.
You are by far the most familiar with these kinds of weird.
Okay.
Of our crew.
I have an idea as to what's happened, but I don't know if I can explain it. But like, I think you're here, but I also think you're not here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you ate your meal already, so it's with you, but also you can't see it anymore.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You ate us.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say hate or ate?
Ate.
You ate us.
I didn't eat you. I think you ate you.
That's what that was? No, I ate
No.
something else and it hurt.
Well, yeah.
What did you eat?
The human thing?
It's a human thing?
I also ate a human thing. It was not pleasant.
How about, okay, I would like to like walk a couple steps away from the thing and ask them to follow the sound of my voice again. Like
Okay.
bark. Can you come to my bark again?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm gonna try.
My theory is that they're in like a upside down situation where we could be in the same place, but we're not in the same place anymore.
Okay.
So
Which is very specific.
You can follow Muffin through, swimming through the space. Muffin can guide you to different places. So you can keep up with Muffin and be near Muffin, even as Muffin moves around through different parts of your place, Muffin, your plane.
Yeah. I don't know what to do now. Sarge, Caliban.
Maybe there's something we can do inside here. And I'll start looking for a way out in here if we can.
Mm-hmm.
And help Caliban kind of do like a perimeter check sniffing or something if there's a way out.
So, Sarge, give me a knowledge roll. Give me a senses roll.
Okay.
And use the pack die as well,
Okay. So I have a
since you
7
guys are working together.
and a 4. 7 and 4.
All right. You can remember back in the day when you encountered those horrible sucking things in the before times. You remember one very powerful human who, when you once saw them, the powerful sucking thing made some angry noises one time and smelled like fire. And then a very powerful human came over and, using a strange human implement, split it in half.
Oh.
The human implement wasn't very large. It was only about, say that long.
Oh, yeah.
And they pressed it to the thing and they turned, and then the thing burst open and they killed it.
Okay. Okay. So, Muffin, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Muffin's been like sitting, like waiting.
So, what we might have to do is we might have to work together to kill this thing to get out. So, if you find like, you know how when you put a metal stick in your mouth and it hurts you, you gotta find one of those.
Oh, those taste nasty.
Yeah, the bad ones. And we gotta find one of those and then play with it until it dies.
Okay.
While holding the metal stick in your mouth.
Okay. I'm gonna look for is it pointy?
Yeah, so usually it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna oh wait, hold on. Is the stick that Caliban had at the beginning of our like little trip? Because Caliban was the last one to have the stick. Did he put it down at any point? And is it kind of pointy?
I think that the stick is back at the campsite with the temporary den. That big stick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm
gonna look for a pointy stick.
There are numerous stick things in this room. There are all kinds of sticks in this strange closet.
I would like to find a pointy stick. I think that is what Sarge is describing.
Okay. Give me a senses roll.
Come on. Damn it, a 6.
That's a critical success. You're a D6.
Oh yeah, D6. Never mind.
Yes. All right. You think it's the right one. It's probably the right one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a senses roll to try the stick out. This seems like the right stick.
3.
That's a success.
Heck yeah.
You take the pointy stick. It's about this long. This end of it has a sort of like a chunky, grippy end, and then there's a long, thin stick of metal coming out of it. You take it over and you poke it at the strange thing in the corner, the red cylinder in the corner, and you twist it around. It's very difficult. It takes you a long time, but eventually, the strange red cylinder, a silver thing falls out of it, and there is it breaks open and leans out, and there's a bag of dirt inside of it.
I roll in that immediately.
There's plenty of dirt on the floor. Incidentally,
yeah.
For those of you inside, opposite the moon, right, in the exact other direction, suddenly there is a great yawning maw of light streaming in, of dim light streaming in. It's distant, but you can tell where it is. You could make for it.
Yeah, it's working. It worked. She did it.
Run.
Okay. After what seems like a long way, you burst forth, and out of the dirt bag comes your two very dirty, very, very dusty friends Caliban and Sarge. They're all back in the vet's
All
office.
Immediate butt sniff reunion arcs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
It was good.
I am also dirty. I just rolled in the dirtbag because,
You did good, kid.
I'm a dog.
You did good.
Thanks. And like corgi butt wiggles.
Thanks for not leaving us behind. I'll be honest. For the first time ever, I really wanted to be left behind, but this is better now.
This is better now. Yeah. We should do celebrate. We should go find that temporary den.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
I vote temporary den time.
Temporary den.
Also temporary den.
All right. Which direction are you going? And who's carrying Sasha?
Oh, I'm too
Also-
small to carry Sasha now.
Yeah, you're back to normal size.
Unless we go back for those pills.
We all become big dogs.
The biggest. Can we all take lick one of those pills?
I vote big dogs.
I vote
Aye.
big dogs.
All right. Give me. I'm gonna ask you all to give me one senses roll to notice something important.
Okay. 7.
All right. Caliban. How are you gonna get Sasha to lick the pill?
Like we gotta hold down her nose so that her mouth has to open to breathe.
Right.
Typical dog behavior. Every dog knows how to do that.
All right. Give me a I guess a running roll. Give me a tooth and claw roll.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Every dog knows. All right. It doesn't go so well. It's Sasha is, you're trying to like get Sasha's mouth open to feed her the pill, and it's just, remember, these pills are huge. They're like this big, and so it's hard to get one into a sleeping dog's mouth.
Not working, guys.
Well, maybe we can all be big dogs and then we'll just carry Sasha.
Okay.
That sounds like a good plan. Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right.
I'm gonna eat it.
All right. Everyone give me a heart roll when you take the pill.
Okay. 3.
7.
6.
6. Okay. Muffin, you are a big dog.
Hell yeah.
Caliban, you are a big dog. Sarge, you are a teeny tiny dog.
Oh no!
I'm so excited. I can finally be a lap dog. I'm a lap dog. Woo!
Now you are you don't just think you're a lap dog, you are a lap dog.
I'm a lap dog. I'm an ankle biter. I've always been wanting to be one of them.
It's real fun.
Here we go.
Should we carry Sarge?
He seems to be enjoying this. I don't want to ruin
right.
his day, like.
Okay. Let us know when you get tired, Sarge.
Okay,
I'm
not gonna get tired. I'm good.
Pro tip: it's gonna take you many steps. I know this because I was once a little dog.
Here we go. I'm doing it.
I'll carry Sasha again.
How are you making your way out of this vet's office? Are you going through the front door? Or are you going through the extra dimensional vacuum cleaner? Some other way?
Can we go back the way we came? Is that an well, that little door is gone.
It's
Little
gone.
door is gone as if it were never there.
Maybe we should go through the extra dimensional vacuum cleaner.
Oh yeah, we're all together. We're supposed to all go back to the white portal.
That was the plan.
I don't know what a portal is. The white tunnel.
Yeah, that was where the entrance to the tunnel was when we first arrived.
Mhm.
Yeah, we should go back to the scary dark place with dirt.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nah.
All right. Despite your enormous size, the moment you stick your nose into the dirt bag, you find yourself in this vast extra-dimensional space, black except for a circle of moonlight, about 30 dog lengths away.
Shall we start heading to the hole? Or to the entrance to the tunnel?
Sure.
Start doggy paddling.
You paddle and 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 you paddle. You wait for the small dog to catch up. You do it again. This goes on for ages, and it seems to get you no closer to this circle. You're carrying Sasha. Give me another senses roll.
Ugh, a 1.
5.
Ooh. Roll me a danger die.
Mine's 7.
Oh, I rolled a 7 on my danger.
When you look at Sasha, even the dogs who are not weird see that she has turned gray, as if in a black and white movie.
Everything's black and white to us.
She's normally a gray, but she's normally a gray dog, and now she is a black and white dog, if you understand.
Interesting.
Over her fur is flowing little dusts of static, like a TV screen.
That's not good.
Bark at Sasha.
You are a weird dog.
Sasha, stop doing that.
Give me a senses roll.
2.
2. You are okay.
Okay.
Caliban, Sarge, you don't remember who this dog is.
Barking. I don't stop.
But you don't remember who Sasha is, or you don't remember
Correct. Sasha. Yes.
This is Sasha, the iron nose of the forest.
I'm gonna go and smell the butt of the dog.
It smells like a dog butt.
Friendly.
You don't recognize this dog. This is not a familiar dog to you. Right. Incidentally, you also totally remember everything that has happened. You know that you went into the burrow looking for this dog. You remember all of the events that you searched through. You cannot remember who this dog is. You don't know her name. Her scent doesn't seem familiar. She looks odd. She's just an alien dog to you now.
Well, we got this dog, and that was the mission. Completed it. So I think it'll be okay. But Muffin, if you know this dog, you're gonna be responsible if anything happens to us. If this dog is an ankle biter, I don't want to be getting in any fights. So.
But it's Sasha.
I don't know what that means.
Sasha's the dog.
We're all dogs.
I'm Caliban.
I'm sorry.
But this is Sasha.
Is that the name of the dog that we're rescuing?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's Sasha. Okay, great.
Yeah. What's wrong? Is Sasha awake? What's wrong with Sasha?
I don't know. They don't look like this.
Sasha is now faintly translucent. You can slightly see through her.
Uh-oh.
That's a neat trick. How do I learn to do that?
I don't know what's wrong with Sasha. She has not woken up this whole time, has she?
Give me a senses roll.
5.
You definitely have advantage on this because you are a weird dog.
2.
You can hear Sasha.
Okay. Sasha, tell them who you are.
Incidentally, you guys hear nothing. Muffin, you hear, "You're gonna have to leave me behind."
But no dog left behind.
No soldier left behind.
No soldier left behind. And Muffin starts whining.
What's wrong? We gotta get out of here.
Sasha says we have to leave her behind.
Why? There's no
I don't
soldier
know.
left behind. That's my whole character.
That's the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Why are we leaving you behind, Sasha? You can't come with us?
I've been in this den too long. Now, it's the only place that I know anymore.
Oh no. She says that she's been here too long. Have we been here too long?
No, it's nice here.
We've only been here maybe, I have no concept of time, but
It's either now or forever.
now or forever. And we've been here now. So we've not been here long.
Well, how do we go, Sasha?
I've lived a long, difficult life in the forest. I've smelled things that no other dog has smelled. If you move toward the exit and leave me floating here, I think you can make it out. But if you keep dragging me forward, I think you're going to have to stay here in the burrow because I think I'm a part of it now.
Okay. I will help Sasha off of Caliban, I guess. I know
How do
you
you
guys.
Sorry, go ahead.
I know they forgot, but I'll remember you, Sasha. And I'll sniff her butt one last time.
All right. Do you guys head out? Does Caliban or Sarge contest this? What?
Are we leaving her behind?
She wants to be left behind.
Well,
We got to vote on it.
yeah.
She's only one voice.
Yeah, there's 4 of us. We vote. That's our rule.
Okay.
I vote that no dog left behind, no soldier left behind. And we're taking this weird dog with us.
I vote all the weirdos go with us.
All the weirdos.
And this is like almost never happened before. Muffin just I vote we have to leave her behind. And so does Sasha, and I think that's a tie.
What do we do now? We never had time before.
I don't know. I don't know what we do.
Well, we can't leave with Sasha.
Oh, do we have... I'm going to try to find something. Do we have something that is rope-like? Can we tug a war for it?
We could tug on those rubber human things.
Oh, yeah, the ones that hurt.
Yeah, just try not to bite them too hard.
And so you and that dog that I can't remember on one end, and Caliban and I on the other, and we're going to tug to see which vote wins.
Okay. That seems reasonable.
Makes total sense.
I think I'm gonna lose.
Oh,
I wouldn't go that far, but everybody, let's roll. Everyone roll heart.
Okay.
Does Sasha get a roll?
You get the pack die, Muffin.
Heck yeah.
Roll a 2.
A crit on the pack die.
Mine's a 5.
And I got a 3 on my die.
All right. Mysteriously, inexplicably, Muffin is winning this tug of war.
Because I'm still big.
I'm a tiny
Big at heart. Oh, that's right. You're a tiny, tiny dog. That's a good point.
Now I remember why we vote on everything. These tug of wars aren't fair. Muffin always wins.
Yeah. Shall we? I can't translate. Well, I can tell you that that's what Sasha wants. We can't leave with Sasha.
Hmm. All right. Well, you won the tug of war. So I guess I've never done this before. I don't know what it's like. I guess we have to leave this weird dog behind.
We'll
I
we'll
don't want
take
to.
her. We take her with us in our hearts.
I don't know what that means.
I tried.
I'll
I'm a
remember you,
weird
Muffin.
dog.
I'll remember you, Muffin. And
I'll
tell
remember you.
Caliban and Sarge, I'll always remember them too.
She says she'll always remember you too.
Well,
And well, we've been traveling with Sasha for a while. It's not like she's it's not like this is the first time. As we start heading towards the exit, I will start telling them about an adventure that we had with Sasha.
Oh, great idea, great idea. The exit is about 30 dog lengths away, and after 30 dog lengths, you reach the circle of light and you emerge on the bank of the river just as it was when you entered. And the moment you exit the dungeon, Sarge and Caliban, you have the same thought at the same time. Where's Sasha?
Where's Sasha? How'd we get here?
Yeah. I don't know. Where's Sasha?
We had to leave her behind.
What? That's rule number uno.
That's like the only thing we wouldn't do.
That's the one thing.
She's
We
with
never leave
us.
Sasha behind.
We voted on it. And
No, we didn't
won.
leave Sasha behind. We left that weird dog behind that we didn't remember.
But we're still looking for Sasha.
We'd never leave Sasha
That weird
behind.
dog was Sasha.
No. That weird dog was not Sasha. We know who Sasha is.
I would have remembered Sasha.
Yeah.
She asked us to leave her behind. And can we see behind us the vacuum space?
There's just a sandy riverbank.
She asked us to leave her behind. She turned clear. She turned invisible, and then we played tug of war. You remember this?
Yeah.
That
I
was
remember that.
Sasha.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do we remember it was Sasha, or do we remember it's just a weird dog? Sasha wasn't translucent. I know.
I think the vacuum space ate Sasha.
Those bastards.
And I would like to crawl into the temporary den.
Fortunately, there is a temporary den here,
Oh,
an
good.
old burned out fire. And as you look up, you see the endless, cold, and glittering stars above you. And that's where we'll end it.
I howl.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Am I crying because of the dog has went missing? Yes.
Rip.
Aw.
Oh man, that voting thing at the end, that was heart-wrenching to me. I didn't see that coming. Where there was a tie.
First
You had to
time.
break every rule. Oh my god.
That is very, very Eldritch, and the one person who remembers and everyone else is like, no. I'm so sad. Oh,
You know
man.
you're right.
And I know I'm right. Just a weird dog.
All right, that is good, dogs. I think we should do a little debrief there. What did you guys think? What were some of your favorite moments from the game? Do you want to give a shout out to a particularly fun moment from somebody else or heartbreaking moment from somebody else? Let's start with Devin.
I really enjoyed the moment that we got to meet the large person in the vet's office and the syringes at the end of the gloves, because it was giving us something to sort of push back against, and also something that was certainly horrifying and that we were outmatched for. So that was kind of that escalation was really fun for me. That and the rock dog was very creepy.
Yeah, that rock dog is a reference to a real Chernobyl thing, which is the elephant's foot in the reactor where it melted out and is like one of the most radioactive places on Earth. And so it's like a giant radioactive elephant statue.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that's that was the gimmick there.
Interesting.
That's why your danger kept going up in the room. Yeah, Finn, you want to go next?
Yeah. No, it's just so much fun. I love being a dog. I think the motorcycle was kind of fun. I liked that part, and I really liked the end where we all had to vote in tug of war. That was sad.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really bittersweet end. That's like my favorite. Like letting go was like one of my favorite emotional beats. And so sorry to make this like super sad right at the end, but like it turned out like that was the thing. I thought you were either gonna wake up Sasha and then you get out, or leave Sasha behind and then you get out, and it turned out to be the latter. So yeah, Clara.
I did not expect. That's not true. I cry at all dog media. I loved first of all both Sarge and Caliban's. Like, I like the way that we all sort of went into dog mode where you use the dog voice. Like,
Yeah.
It definitely, I love that it takes it is very eldritch, what you've done with the world, but it is very dog eldritch. Like, again, the worst place you can go is the vet. These monsters are clearly a vacuum cleaner, but like, fucking awful. I thought that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that it kind of takes the teeth, like it takes the teeth out of the like what could be very scary and made it just like fun scary.
Yeah, you actually had the reference. Like when I originally wrote this, I was like, I'm going to write House of Leaves for dogs. And that was like that was the motivation for this scenario. And so everything was just like, what is the really creepy thing for a dog? Like, and it's like, oh, vacuum cleaners are a dog shoggoth, and like a veterinarian with like hands, that's like body horror for a dog. And like all that stuff was just like, I was just thinking like, what are things that are horrifying to dogs but humans won't have the same experience of, so that they could, they'll play through it and they'll mostly be giggling. Except when right at the end where it got really sad. But
I did not expect. I also do like that we were, as a joke, we were like, we're gonna vote on everything, and then at the very end, it's like, this is why we vote on everything, because otherwise we have to tug of war for it. That takes forever.
Yeah, I thought it was really like, I'm so glad it came to that. I did not plan that totally like from the beginning, but when it was like, you voted on everything and it went great because there were three of you, so you'd never have a tie and you generally voted the same way. And then right at the end, it's like, oh crap, what do we do when there's a tie? We hadn't considered this eventuality, and that was like the last thing that happened.
The only other big disagreement was like right at the beginning when Muffin didn't want to press on. So it's like she was the one to get outvoted both times.
Yeah. It's hard not to like, I don't like playing characters that don't want to move forward, because then what are you supposed to do with your story? But like, it worked out really well.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to think like a dog too. That was probably the most difficult part, was actually having to roleplay a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, oh, I can't call it an elephant. How would a dog describe an elephant? So
it's a very big dog.
Yeah.
What was the thing we bit? You guys bit? Was it just a thing?
What did we bite? That
it was like electrical cables.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of guessed at, but I was like, oh, what? Yeah.
It's like you found the motor of the vacuum cleaner and you like bit through some of the wires on it, and that disabled it.
I liked that a lot. That was so cute.
I also have to give a major shout out to Finn's description of what a screwdriver is and how to use it.
Oh yeah.
It was very, very hard to like figure out how would a dog describe this. Everything is stick.
I was like, is it a knife? What's happening here? Like, is it a key? And so I'm like looking around like, I find a knife.
what I was gonna do, you rolled the crit right away, so I just said, okay, you found the screwdriver, right? But had you not rolled that, like even if you'd rolled successes, I would have given you like a couple of tries where you would get the wrong thing. So you'd be trying to like unscrew it with a hammer, and then you'd be trying to unscrew it with a mop, and then eventually you're like, okay, the screwdriver, and then that one works. But
I love
you crit
that.
on the first time, so it's like, yeah.
That was the most lucky roll for that because I would have been like demoralized after the first. I love that. It's a stick and it tastes bad. I thought you meant keys when you said that only because like I know that one of the hard things to do when it comes to training service dogs is teach them to pick up keys because they do not like the taste of metal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, tastes like shit.
So much fun.
But yeah, this is great. I know that you mentioned that there's like not deep lore, but there's like kind of a lore and a world built around this. It sounds like a lot of fun to be able to explore as well.
It's a really cool place. So the area you're in is kind of north of the reactor. It's called the Red Forest, and it's like got some super patchy radioactive stuff because the wind was blowing in that direction on the day of the meltdown. And so there are big areas of dead trees. You weren't in one of those areas. You were closer to the Pripyat River, which is this thing that flows down. And it flows down into, I'm going to attempt this. Hang on. I have to look this up. Okay. So there is a large wildlife preserve and wetland that's like lush with life, but has little pockets of radioactivity here and there. That's downstream of Chernobyl. And it is called the, okay, we can do this. Zaholno-Zolinsky Zakzenzinik. And that's an area that, thank you, that I think is like, that's another one that I would like love to set an adventure in, because it's just like, it's this beautiful lush birds and ducks and everything, and then like a tiny pocket of horrible tentacles, just far more tentacles than there should be. Other than that, there's a few urban settings too, because you can actually go into the town of Pripyat and the town of Chernobyl, and they are not totally abandoned. There are people in there right now.
Wow.
There are some people who just were like, they're like, hey, this reactor blew up. You have to leave. And there are like 300 people who were like, no. Who just live in the town.
That's horrifying. And also like, I mean, I get it, but also like, wow.
Where am I going to go?
Jeez.
This is my home, right?
Jeez.
So it's a really like cool, weird place, and it's fun to be dogs there. It's probably more fun to be a dog than to be a person there.
Yeah, especially dogs who are like a little bit like, is there radiation damage? Like, was that something we should have been worried about or anything?
So when you were hanging out with that, with the elephant statue, your danger was ticking up every round, and that's basically because you're in a radioactive space. And so it doesn't immediately harm you, but eventually you're going to have to roll that danger die, and then you're in a really bad state, right? All of a sudden, you know, your fur falls out or something like that, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have been here. That's why I do the tip off of like the dead mice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no. I was like, I guess, did it squish people? Like, but yeah, no, that's very cool. I'm a little glad we didn't have to worry about that too much. I was gonna say, our danger die never like tipped off.
Yeah, you didn't have. Sorry, go ahead.
At the end of the game, I had a 7.
It was coming.
Yeah.
And the way that danger dice typically work is, so I have this darkness die that keeps track of basically how grim things are looking. And early in the game, if you like have a danger die, whoopsie, and the grimness is fairly low, you like, oh, you know, you sprain your ankle, right? You feel a little bit busted up. And midway when it's like 6 or 8, it's like you lose a tooth, right? But you guys were on pretty high danger right at the end where the darkness was like 10 or 11. And at that situation, it's like, if dogs can die, this is the situation that if it can happen in. So it turns out you only lost one dog and it was none of you, but it was also sad. Nobody went mad. It was okay. You guys made it out, but
I think Muffin is changed forever, having lost one of the people in their pack.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, as our final thing, let's go around and talk about like what the future of each of these dogs is. What is the aftermath of having been through the den of leaves?
Muffin, you want to go first?
I want to go last.
Okay. Caliban.
I will from the dog pulp genre that we're also familiar with. Like the next thing that happens is Caliban has to get back to that sort of acrobatic endeavor that he found so fruitful, and is probably the next reason he goes into one of those cities that you described to sort of find more places like that.
Called back to someone. Can he find a trainer?
Mm-hmm.
One of the Samosky still living in
Yeah.
Pripyat, who was a dog trainer years ago. He just knows that this is what he was made for,
Mm-hmm.
and he has to find the right person.
Wow.
How about you, Sarge?
So I think Sarge has been through a lot, has never left a soldier behind, and is just like, well, now do I do? It's my one thing. He'd look for another second in command to grow the pack, because he likes to have a lieutenant.
It's true. You're the commanding officer now that Sasha is gone.
Yeah,
You've gotten a promotion.
So I would definitely have to find someone else to fit Sasha's paws. And still thinking my family's coming back.
Oh no!
Yep.
No!
Oh no!
Why did you say that?
I've just been waiting here.
Right at the very end. Ow.
Yeah. There was like a part where I was like, because I was thinking about what kind of family I had and everything, because what I wanted to do was I built Sarge to be a military dog, but he was actually a family dog. So he has no police dog training at all. And that his like person is like a little girl named Lucy, who had to leave when everything went bad, and like left him there. So he's waiting for his family to come back. So that's it right there.
I feel less bad about leaving Sasha behind. I feel like I have done less emotional damage.
So
Oh my
really,
God.
the first soldier left behind was Sarge.
That's why no soldier left behind.
No!
This was Sarge's gritty backstory. Oh my God.
That's rough.
That's rough.
All right, Muffin, what do you got?
The one thing that I had, which was really stupid, is that Muffin's real name is like a decent dog name. Like Muffin's real name is like Natasha. Like she was someone's at the very beginning, like she was a puppy during the event and couldn't and like was left behind. And because of that, she picked her own name. She's like, this is my new life now, and I'm gonna pick the best name, and picked Muffin.
Love that.
Like that was her thing. But I think after this event, I think she's gonna start exploring more of like the weirdness of the area, trying to see if she'll ever be able to get because she saw how like if she'll ever be able to get like Sasha back and like other dogs that have disappeared.
Yeah.
So kind of like a human stalker, but like but like a dog stalker.
Dog stalker. Well, this is actually, there's good precedent. There's good data in this game to suggest that it's possible to get Sasha back, because Sasha is in an extra dimensional space that you were able to navigate and pull other people out of through a vacuum portal. So it's possible that Sasha is somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I think
you can still always touch noses.
Yes, that's the new mission, is to be able to bring back my Sasha. Now, see, now I want a game. Now I want a full campaign of this weird shit.
That's amazing.
It's a good episodic campaign too, because you play like, one weird thing at each week.
Mm-hmm.
So that is Good Dogs. Thank you all for playing. Should we go around and do socials right at the end as we sign off? I'm Pat Watson. You can find me on Twitter at PatrickDK and I write for Ninth Level. Check out Very Good Dogs of Chernobyl on our website. ninthlevelgames.com. You can also check out some of our other uproarious games. I was writer on Business Wizards, which is about corporate wizards. We have a couple of new ones coming out this season. The Mazes hardcover, which is sort of our sword and sorcery fantasy epic version of polymorph. And we have Rebel Scum, which is about some kind of war in the stars where you fight space Nazis. There are what are some of our other high concepts? Savage Sisters. You are telling the legend of your barbarian grandmothers who fought for your tribe years ago. It's a shared narration story, and your characters will often die because it's the story about their death, right? And it's a cool kind of Clan of the Cave Bear mashup. And then there's Excellence, where you are cartoon princesses from a cartoon kingdom who are awesome, and you're in a band, and you go and you teach the bad guys the value of friendship. It's a Saturday morning cartoon. It's adventure. It's a lot like Adventure Time. So those are our games. Check them out on ninthlevelgames.com. Do you want to go? Let's go to Finn next.
Yeah, hi, I'm Finn Pierson. I'm an illustrator and TTRPG content creator. I am mostly on this channel that you're watching right now. I usually do Boardroom Fake Court, where I play Bubble, hi, a puppet turned child. And I also am on First Draft. So when we do First Draft of movie scripts, we'll go through and read them as a cast. Yeah, I'm working on some projects right now. I will be at KubelCon this weekend. I will be working with Minta Designs, and we will be selling Prosperity and Thug Life and Cantankerous Cats. So come. I don't know where our booth is, unfortunately. But yeah, come try to find us, and I'll teach you how to play T and Cats and GTA in a board game. Yeah, other than that, thank you for having me. This was so much fun. I was so excited. Yeah, thanks. Oh, social media, Finn R. Pierson at on everything. That's it.
Deb, do you want to go next?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry,
We're all waiting.
I'm Devin Preston. I'm a performer and I'm a creative coach, which means I help independent creatives with habit building tools and mindset shifts to create a process that is sustainable and fulfilling. So if you want to find out about my coaching work, you can go to devinprestoncoaching.com. And if you want to find out about all the other stuff I do, you can follow me on Twitter at devpresto. And yeah, this was a blast. Thank you so much for running this and having me on here.
Anytime, Clara.
Damn, I really want to get a copy of this game. I am Clara. I was playing Muffin the Corgi. I'm all over the internet as clearly_golden. Occasionally, I post mermaid content over on Instagram as mermaid_clarity. Otherwise, you can find me every Monday except this coming week over at Happy Jack's RPG podcast and Twitch. We are playing London Calling, which is our Vossen game, which is an engine. What's the engine? The same creators as Tales from the Loop. And you can also find me over at Queen's Court Games on their podcast, The All Night Society, where I play Maya, a La Sombra. Otherwise, Twitter is the best way to figure out what I'm up to when I remember to tweet about it. Sometimes I show up here playing Boardroom Armageddon. We'll see. The Angels really suck at their jobs, and Tian sucks the most.
God, I'm looking forward to seeing all of that stuff, and also in checking out the Prosperity game and the live coach. This is great. You guys were really awesome. This was super fun and easy to play. I know that sometimes it's like a little vague and confusing, but you guys were always there with like silly dog stuff. It was great. This was a lot of fun, and I think that's a wrap. I will see you all in future videos.
Yeah. Bye.